Right, that's...
We're going hot. All right, hello everybody. It's been a couple weeks. When last we left, Lily sent some courageous groups of adventurers off to the south. In addition
Yes.
to doing a bunch of research on various elements of Ethan, if you'll allow me to do the recap, please. While doing some research on some various elements of lore, such as what the heck's going on with the magic circle? What the heck's Andromeda up to? Why does Lokar insist on the decay of the decay of the planes just being a blatant impossibility?
He's a dumbass.
If you allow me to finish the recap, please. Meanwhile, up north, you guys have progressed one day, to my knowledge. You guys went to the magic item shop, and ended up trading in Pow Driver's Craven Edge for the White Dragon Mask, which is a pretty substantial trade. Besides that, I believe you guys passed a total of one day up there and basically argued a lot with Chartreuse of what he's going to do to help. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the day counts are as such. For the Platinum Order residing in Drumbin currently, there are 50 days remaining. For the Platinum Order residing in the north, there are 54 days remaining. Am I correct on that?
Sounds right.
Sounds about right. But did you skip my new thing? Because you said I traded.
Yes, you did acquire a new magic item, the Executioner's Mercy, if I recall.
Yep.
Sounds bad.
Yes, it's a literal Executioner's Blade that has some healing properties to it if you hit someone with the flat of the blade.
Hey.
Yes. It is incapable of doing piercing damage.
Oh, it does slashing only?
Yeah, well, it's an executioner's blade. Executioner's blades traditionally did not have the tip because they were meant to be tools of justice rather than tools of war.
Makes sense, yeah.
I've got DoorDash coming here in about, call it 10 minutes. So,
Also, I apologize for the food again. I just could not get it early enough.
dude, you're fine to bring food here. It's no issue. As long as you
It
clean,
doesn't feel right. That's
as long as you clean up after yourself afterwards, it's no issue.
I prefer person
Do you-
who cleans the apartment, yes, I do not care.
Like, do you know how many times Peter brought spaghetti to Sharif Hall?
I mean, that's pretty ball though.
Yeah?
That's
That's the Shushan Shinobi.
Anyway, it makes no difference. It's no issue.
Still remember when we brought the expert and got burger.
Wait, what?
You were mad because he's reading the expert in 1 second. And then you
Oh.
fucking one-shot him. Instant dead.
I was pretty pent up as a DM back then, huh?
I mean,
Back then.
Yeah, back then.
Back then? Yeah. Mm. No, now I just troll with you guys. Back then, I was kind of aggressive.
So anyway, the meteor falls on all of us and kills us.
So anyway, new campaign.
So soon.
First year.
Everyone's just out here like, bet, do it, kill my character, I'm ready.
Oh my
That was me last session.
That was a one shot. It didn't fucking matter. Speaking of, if anyone wants to make use of the one shot setting, just ask. You're more than welcome to it.
No, I watched the new
Oh yeah, I
Cyberpunk
gotta
anime
finish.
after
I gotta
last
finish
session.
setting up mine.
Yeah, it's really good. Actually.
Matt Mercer voices one of the characters. I believe.
Giancarlo Esposito is one of the villains,
Oh shit. Okay, then I'm gonna have to watch it.
It's on Netflix.
and it's really cool because they model a lot of locations in the show after the game. So I'm like, oh, I busted a fucking scav drug bust here, huh?
So Noah's really gotten back into Cyberpunk, an awful game,
I would
because
do
of a
anything for
decent
Jackie
anime.
Rose. No, it's not a awful.
Also, I'd like to take credit for converting Noah to anime in general.
It's not a bad game anymore.
Is it?
Well, story-based RPGs are my shit, so I'm biased.
The physics are fucked, dude.
Okay. I need one game where the physics aren't fucked.
I think games with bad physics are the best.
There's games with bad physics, and there's games with broken
If
physics.
you hit any overweight person in a game with a baseball bat, they get launched to the fucking moon. It's amazing.
It's broken physics.
They might have patched that out.
That's fucking outstanding. But yeah. Meanwhile, I've been grinding out Hollow Knight again, which is fun. I'm hoping to beat absolute ratings by the time I graduate.
I've been playing second. It's amazing.
Mass Effect 1 on Insanity is done.
Fucking doable.
Briefly tried
It
one of
has some
the
games
Total
alright.
War games because my friends wanted me to check it out, but I only played it once and haven't had time to play it either.
Dominic, at some point we need to finish fun puzzle murder game. At some point.
That, but it'll probably have to be after this semester.
Okay.
Stress Monster.
Bro, I literally have not. I haven't played video games since school started.
What class are you taking this
I
semester?
barely have.
Taking 532, Professor Freeze 590, and 564, as well as Controls Lab and a physics class. I
Dude!
ended up being a TA starting this week.
Dude, what the fuck?
Stress Monster.
Why are you doing that to yourself?
Because I'm stupid.
You're trolling
Yes.
yourself.
Stress
Trolling
Monster.
yourself.
Yeah.
Dude, I have not TA'd once.
They tried to be a TA for
Like, I had an offer for multiple TA positions, but I just turned them down because I'm like, I need to focus more on my studies, and I don't think I could teach while also.
Well,
Um,
it's 340, so it's like, if I'm gonna do that, I just like.
Oh no. I feel so bad for those kids.
I actually know some.
Yeah, they're screwed if they have you as a TA. No, I'm sure you are.
Why are you saying they're screwed?
Oh, just get 340 as a hard class.
You're gonna get a lot of angry emails, but that's funny.
Yes,
See, but I'm an undergraduate TA, so I don't need to deal with any of the administrative stuff.
Ooh.
that's
So
hilarious.
I get the best deal for that class.
That's hilarious.
It's also really funny because one of the graduate TAs for that class is also the TA for my 532 class.
That's hilarious. So just during your normal 340 meetings, you just be like, hey, by the way.
Yeah, you want to butt my
I'll email this kid back if you bump my exam grade by 5%.
Funny. So, Platinum Order, specifically the group up to the north, consisting of Piledriver, Zileth, whatever your name is now.
It's a name.
It's a name. I'm just gonna keep calling you Zill because it's easy.
It's pretty gender neutral. Like,
Zill is pretty gender neutral.
Is Zill even?
Those motherfucker.
No, Zill's real name is definitely not Zill. Are you kidding me?
Zill's real name is Daniel.
What was the fake name you used?
Steve.
Steve
I like the idea
His
that
name is Steve.
his real name is Steve, and he's been trying to convince people, but no one believes him because it's such a stupid name.
It's the greatest thing ever. Staub, you know Staub.
Yeah.
My friend, he's the inspiration for that name. It's like his last name starts with a Z, but his first name is Staub, and every time he goes and like gets food and they ask for his name, he says Steve. And so that's that. And then he's running a campaign for our friend group, so my D&D character for that, his name is Steve.
That's awesome.
Yes. Do a little bit of troll.
It's the greatest thing ever.
That's hilarious. Okay. I believe Helena is also up north. Yes. Yes, you were. And then we have
Power
Mason.
Driver
Yes, I mentioned Power Driver.
and Mason.
Great,
Yep.
Jade.
Yep, and me.
Let's not forget Chartreuse.
Woo! Everyone's favorite characters.
Josh, no.
Oh,
What do you have?
I know this man.
Wait! Everyone, shut up! I want to hear why.
Because I'm not
Wait,
with him.
what? What?
Wait, aren't you though?
But did land in my boots. I'm good.
What the hell?
No, Josh
happened
is
there?
in the south.
Oh yeah, Josh, you're in the South. That's
I'm not
hilarious.
with him, which is why I love what's happening. To watch.
Fuck
See,
that shit,
see,
Joe.
now you get the joke.
See, I started DMing myself, and now I understand.
You get it.
Here's the thing, Matthew. I want nothing more on this earth than for Chartreuse to deep throat a chainsaw that is still on.
What about a cactus?
You know what?
Or-
Hey, hey, Sarah,
yes.
you could theoretically make a chain sword.
Yeah. No, I want like Chartreuse to deep throat Executioner's Mercy. That way, it keeps healing him, but it still hurts.
Uh,
That's not how that
you
weapon
actu-
works.
That's not how it works.
Damn, I was hoping.
You won't know until you try.
You won't know
No,
until
I
you
have-
try.
No, I have the description for this weapon.
Yeah, that's not how it
There may
works.
be secret.
Matthew gave it to me this time, as opposed to keeping it secret from me with the with Craven's Edge.
Well, it was supposed to be a surprise if you just died. So yeah, and also you're supposed to keep some stats hidden.
Yeah, but still, I'm just.
Anyway, yeah. We're up north is happening. Chartreuse is a thing. Woo. Woo.
All right, so you guys wake up on the fifth on the. We'll call it. I'm gonna refer to days descending. So, like, if I say the 50th day, 50 days remain. Is everyone okay with that?
What if it's day ascending, like the great ascension? What if you say D minus 50 days?
Yeah. Okay, that works. You guys wake up on day T minus 54.
1,296 hours remaining.
It's just like the movie.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
You actually calculated that?
Well, computer.
Give this man inspiration.
You know what? Sure.
He's playing the goddamn wizard. Of course he calculates.
Sure, why not? You get inspiration just for that. You suddenly see a moon descending. You got that to deal with now.
Oh wait, Camina.
Termina,
Camina.
you're wrong.
Yeah.
You get negative inspiration. I get to use inspiration against you.
DM's bullying me. I have very much pointy metal D4s. Would you like me to throw? Throw 2 of them.
Want a tennis ball to throw?
Yes.
I'll just hit it.
No, the
Okay.
tennis ball is a dangerous weapon. We all know this.
Hey, Josh, could you hand me my tennis racket?
I don't know why.
Don't do it, John.
Here.
Oh yeah,
How would you all
beer pongs is way easier. You take away our toy. Fucking terrible, bro. You can keep it.
Anyhow.
I had a fireball shooter, and I just like beamed it to my roommate across our like.
Well, yeah, throwing things gets way easier when you're truck. I should know. Beer pong. Sorry.
So
that is easier
anyway-
I was just about to say, what are we doing again?
That's entirely up to you guys. You have 54 days remaining. You guys still have not made contact with King Odolin Mage's Blood yet.
What a pretentious name.
Who
That's-
was that?
That's his shorthand name. Fuck you.
What a pretentious guy.
Did we ever make it to Chartreuse's house?
I don't think we did. I think we were going there, but there was a blizzard.
Right. You guys are in the capital. Corin O'Gear. However, Chartreuse was complaining that he didn't know how to get home because it's been literal decades.
So who is that one person you mentioned that we need to talk to? Earlier.
Fucking. Are you making Noah pull out his notes even though he's not there?
Yes.
You fucking assholes. Do
Noah
I have
is
to
my
keep
note
all the
taker.
notes for you guys?
Noah is my note taker.
Fucking
We need to talk to his dad.
Alfred Grada Gilson, Heteros Eppelheim, Chartreuse's uncle. And he didn't like, and Chartreuse didn't like him because he didn't have time for Chartreuse's bitch ass.
Amazing.
What was his name again?
Alfred Rada Gilson, Heliperos Eppelheim.
Alphared Ethelheim. That's right. Yes.
Alpha Red?
Alpha Red.
Yes.
Alpha Red?
Not Alpha Rad. Alpha Red.
He makes great Smash type
Alpha
content.
Red. Ethelheim. Okay, we need to find Alpha
Look, what's
Red.
funnier is I can't even say not Alpha Rad without referencing Alpha Rad's second channel. The man plays 4D chess.
Yeah.
You could
All right.
just, I don't know, change the name to
No,
like Arthur
no, it's
or
funny.
something.
It's, we're keeping it. We fought for the same once. I'll fight for it again.
Alright, so that guy is Chartreuse's uncle, who is also an advisor to
The king. Odolin Mage's Blood.
Bitches be bitches.
By the way, what's the magic shop again?
I don't think we're ever given a name. It's just the Maury's fucking shop, dude.
It's not.
It's Mo. That's right. Mo's Magical Maladies. That's why I called it.
Probably. I don't know. It's just Mo's place.
I mean, you guys call it Mo's Place, and that's fine.
He gave me +1 to my AC. He's a pretty cool guy.
He gave you a lot. The fact that you're able to add your charisma to your fucking AC.
If I see an arrow coming, I'd be like, no, you don't.
You're just like, hey, arrow, go that way, and the arrow's just like, damn, that
Arrow,
was
if
pretty
you-
convincing.
if you-
Just like instantly, it just stops midair. Huh? Thanks. Goes to the side.
Like you have the Fallout New Vegas options unlocked, but you have the charisma perks. Yep, and you just pick the option to tell the arrow to go somewhere else.
Here's how I'm gonna say it actually works. So the White Dragon helmet does give you access, or give you additional AC, correct?
Yes.
And it's based on your charisma. Here's how I'm gonna say it works. So charisma is a spell casting ability, usually associated with warlocks, yes, but also sorcerers. What I'm thinking is your arcane energy, specifically from the charisma side, is being infused into the draconic helm and creating essentially sort of ethereal draconic scales across your skin. And that's how you're getting additional armor. This does not affect anything in game. This is just my interpretation of how the bonus actually applies.
Matthew.
Sorry, can we get that louder for the mic?
No, Matthew just can't resist making things clearly.
The reason I think through the stuff like this is so I can figure out how to find ways to counter it.
It's just scary, to be
It's fine. You
honest with
can't counter
yourself.
my deception.
There we go.
Is that a challenge?
I mean, no.
No, my guy's very high. It's still it's mediocre.
All right. So, you guys are in a bar in.
We left the bar. We're dragging Chartreuse through the snow.
Yep.
Oh, I talked to Mel's distantly related.
Melvin's
Yeah.
distantly related cousin.
Mel. And she pointed me towards the place.
Yes, that is
I
right.
know where it is.
You guys do have a direction. Sorry, it's been 2 weeks, and this has been a crazy 2 weeks for me.
Dude, fucking tell me about it.
So you guys start making your way toward Alphared's mansion. Yes?
Yes.
They do.
Okay. It takes a while. Oh, that's your pen. Okay. ADHD brain over here. So you guys eventually make it to Alphared's mansion, which I have no image for, so we're just going to reuse assets here.
This is a trap. This is a trap. This is a trap. Alarm bells. Alarm bells. Alarm bells. Alarm bells.
We're not actually going inside of it as a battle map. We are just reusing the asset for theater of the mind to sort of give it an impression. To sort of give an impression of the general size. Okay? We are just using it for an impression of the general size.
It doesn't get the sheesh factor accurate though.
Oh, right. I forgot that was on the bottom.
Is this the song
yeah.
what you posted down?
So as a reminder, this was the Euromander's mansion. This
Yep.
was the Euromander mansion, but we're using it as a reference for sort of relative size of the Effelheim mansion.
Okay.
Think spaces doubled up here, as opposed to the Euromander mansion. It is significantly larger.
Sorry.
You guys, rather than just being sort of metal fences around the outside, you see immaculate stonework walls, carved with a family crest, which I'm not going to describe in detail at the moment. But generally, most of the houses of the north have some sort of dragon iconography, usually with a snowflake design in there somewhere. For example, the Euromander house was a dragon biting a snowflake. We'll just say this one is a snowflake with dragon heads at the edge of each spoke.
I understand this one's a snow.
How would that even work?
Well, you get a guy who's really sensitive about things and you make him fight a dragon.
Fucking base, dude. So my brother.
That's a transition.
What are you talking to? At soon?
Oh, as the snowflake.
Wait, what?
Chartreuse?
I was making it. I was making a joke at my brother's expense.
My brother in Christ.
My brother who is not here.
I figured.
My father. The son.
Hello, Draco.
What says that?
Huh?
Wait, what's going on?
I was just saying hello to my brother on stream if he ever
Oh,
watches.
he's on stream.
Sometimes he does. Anyway, so yeah, so you guys are approaching very thick stone walls with the family crest sort of inlaid at I don't know what the high parts of stone walls are specifically called, but you know what I'm talking about. What?
Ramparts?
Sure, I think ramparts are more like have to do with walls that you actually walk on. These are not walls you walk on. This is just sort of like a stone wall around a house, and like at certain points there's high parts where the walls sort of connect.
Okay.
The family crest is sort of sitting on those. Intermittently through the blizzard, you could see various lights on in the mansion, but through the snow and the sleet and just the mere nature of it being in the early morning, it's hard to quite see through it all. So you can't quite tell who's in the house. The gate itself seems very heavily fortified. It would not be easy to sort of break through, but it does appear unguarded at the moment, as most people are likely inside in this weather.
All
I
right.
turn it now to the Platinum Order to ask, what would you like to do?
All right, Lily. Let's
Sorry
do
to
this.
interrupt.
And
I popped
whoever
an
wants
image
to
in general. Does it look like that?
I think Zill, are you?
Yeah, kind of. General size, yeah, but it's not surrounded by a valley.
Yeah, I figured.
It's actually generally flat land.
Mhm.
And it looks there's no. There are a couple towers inside, but it's sort of like a. It's sort of like a tiered structure. So like, it's got that mansion in the center. Very good image, by the way. Thank you. It's got some towers centralized around the mansion. Looks like there are bigger walls there, but then there's an outer wall which you guys are set at, which is very much more decorative. It's not meant to be overly defensible. It's just meant to like keep most people out, the common folk, what have you. But it's nothing really massive. It's just sort of there to sort of represent status. The wall itself inside that is far more defensive, and the mansion itself is 2 or 3 stories.
Okay.
Thank you for that image, Sarah.
All right. So it's me, Lily, Zill, Chartreuse, and who else
And
is?
pile
Lily's not here.
Pile driver and silver.
Lily is down in Grumbin.
Okay, it was with Zill. Never mind. Yeah.
Wait, what? I don't
Zill's
remember
down
that.
up in the
It's been
north.
like 2-3 weeks, whatever.
Yes, Lily. Recall that Lily just sent a group of 20 people potentially to their deaths, which is
I do remember.
which is a potential avenue for side campaigns.
And-
Hooray!
And
Wait, what?
Andromeda into
When did-
genocide.
20 people? What? What did I miss when we last did this?
Lily sent a bunch of
Hey,
people
so-
to get trapped in the south as adventurers.
Basically, to explain real quick, I'm in Drumbin, and I thought, let's do some research. Hey, Guildhall, are there any people from the south that could do some, like, research onto what Ebor's doing? And they're like, sure, give me a butt ton of cash. And I'm like, okay, cool. Here's a pile of gold. And they're like, yeet. And they went through the southern border, and they're all gonna die.
So Lily basically hired a group of adventurers to go gather information about the South. In the process of recruiting a bunch of other people to do research, she asked, like, hey, are there people who are from the South who feel like they're able to gather a bunch of knowledge? A bunch of adventurers at a guild all said, yeah, I can do that. What do you think they're going to do?
They're gonna be bookworms.
Read books.
They're gonna read books.
Nerds?
Good.
You accuse us of being too damn nerdy.
They are your characters, Matt, and we assume that your nerdiness would imply some status on them.
But yeah, that's what happened. Ethan.
This is Cole's voice now. I'm sad.
Do you mean?
So yes, that is what happened.
Or
Speaking of, I should do the first roll for them. It is day
All
one.
20 are dead. All 20 are dead.
It's 5 groups of 4.
Or adventurers set out into the south.
Well, it's a standard adventurer party size.
enemy. Reputation.
Come up. There you go.
Luckily, I have color-coded the percentile dice, so I'll use that one for 1.
Yes, the 8%.
Protect Purdue. Help
This
stop
one for
the spread
2.
of COVID-19. Stay home and sit.
3.
What actually?
Wear your mask. Keep your distance from those bitch
4.
zombies. Just lower the guy.
Also, I will mark these down because if we end up choosing to go and play as these characters, this will determine how hard these settings become.
Protect Purdue now.
I hope you roll in that one. I hope you for that one.
I hope so.
I mean, if I roll a nat 1 on a percentile, they fucking die.
Suicide.
Give us a fucking meat grinder. It's like, Noel somehow survive with a joke character.
Okay, number 1.
I'll be Coach
Speaking
Motor
of
City
which, I
Dan
hope you were-
Campbell. From
Speaking of
Number
speaking of
2.
meat guys, speaking of meat grinders, I hope I hope whenever I actually finish my one shot, you guys will enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't think I built that character.
Number 3.
But it'll be funny if it is. I went Shadow Monk Warlock. What was I
Decided to play a
smoking?
senile old woman again.
Number
Did play a
4.
senile old man in dark helmet mask.
And number 5 was my first set of dice. So let's see how that one does.
Terrible, absolutely terrible.
Pretty
60.
good. Also, my DoorDash just got here.
I mean, ours.
I will scale. You don't understand how fast my babies are.
I ordered you guys pizza last week. If you guys want food, you guys are ordering it in the future.
Fastest babies in the world.
It's so fucking more. Feel this for a moment. That has not been refrigerated at all.
No context for
freezer,
you,
that'd be
man.
funny,
You gotta
I think.
go up, feel this for a moment.
Yeah, if you put the freezer for like 5-10 minutes, nothing bad happens. Because I've done that before.
I mean, if y'all
What
are
I've
really
done with,
worried about
like-
having food at D&D, just come down here for like, a weekend for a one shot or some shit, and I will cook.
Why'd everyone go quiet?
Ooh.
Because you took the
Oh.
headphones off and people were talking. We're being good
Friends are
Samaritans.
here, Matt.
Ah,
I might take you up on that. That sounds fun.
That would
That's
be
fine.
fun if I had a car.
Yeah, same.
What was the offer?
I does not have a car.
That all of y'all assholes should, or at least all of you who can and want to, should come down here for a weekend of long one shot and me cooking.
Sarah and I can carpool everybody.
And
Yeah, Bertha Squad.
Double.
Old trip, bro.
That was
Honestly,
fun.
the
Matthew's
first weekend of
carpool. Just to
my
be
car's not
devious.
dirty.
I know. I was just being rude.
If anything, it's probably the cleanest out of you 3 guys.
No, he'll still smell new.
Fucking. No.
I do have a thing October 1st, though, so, like, I mean, next week or the week after would be.
Halloween one shot. I find
I
it.
do have some ideas for a cyberpunk themed one shot percolating, but I need to do a lot of fucking work for that to be true to universe.
That sounds
And
fun.
I'm lazy. All I want to do is work, do homework, and to get a large amount of alcohol. But, yeah. That's all.
What did I order again?
You ordered Chinese food because I saw crab ragoon.
Yeah.
Rangoon, not Ragoon.
I'm gonna rag on you.
Great comeback, Noah. Very original.
Yup. You
No
know,
one ever accused Noah of being original.
yeah, all my memes come from different sources. Thankfully, most of it is sports shit, so none of you can call me on it.
Why
Hey,
would I want to? There are other places that I can go to watch a bunch of sweaty, muscular dudes climb on top of each other, Noah.
Yeah, it's called
Fair
rugby.
That is giving a lot of credit to Lindley where he doesn't deserve any.
What?
It's called professional wrestling too. To be fair.
Yeah, well, it's just steroids.
Why
So
are
there's
you
sweat
giving
glands at work.
Lindley credit? I've always been this kind of weird.
Saying that the other places you can go to watch sweaty muscular dudes is watching Lindley, but it's
Oh.
the internet.
No, he's not muscular.
Yeah, no, that was a joke. I was saying, why are you giving him credit? Yeah.
Yeah, so you cut out a little bit through that.
Okay, so the joke actually didn't come through. All right, fair enough.
Correct. It
Yes.
literally was lost in transmission.
Damn, that sucks.
That's my fantasy
It does.
football team to want to know. Top of the league.
It was a funny bit.
What's your percentile compared to the other?
100% actually. We scored the most points in the league.
Wait, how many games have been so far?
One.
Oh. Nice.
Oh, yeah, and Sarah, is there a weekend that works for you to have me either go there or something and teach you how to sew? I know you had expressed interest, but
Oh no.
Oh!
You're making Sarah more dangerous.
that's the fun way to be, though.
I can't say for sure because I'm currently in chemi hell. Josh can attest.
Yeah, that means how right now.
But within the next few weeks, things should ease up. I just have midterms coming up.
No, you're good.
Already
Fun.
already have midterms. Someone feed me cyanide, please.
God, it's so weird to think this is midterms of my last semester. I'm freaking the fuck out.
Holy shit.
This drinks you don't have a mental breakdown. That's how I do it.
but you guys are already having midterms?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. I have mine in
October 9th.
Are they
9
really
days.
midterms, or are they your first of 3 exams?
Mine are actually
Because
midterms.
that still annoys me.
Oh, it's
not
October.
midterm.
It's not.
Exam
It's
one.
kind of early for midterms, but still.
All right, so
My next midterm is Tuesday. My first midterm. Is
Oof.
it Tuesday, Josh, or is it Thursday?
I need to see if you have a Bud Light
My
coffee
first
I can buy
oh,
for,
shit.
for Halloween.
My first exam is in 2 weeks.
Oh, if I could
Ooh.
get a
Then I have-
Bud Night costume, that would be so hype.
dude, if you fucking DM in the Bud Knight costume, that'd be outstanding.
I have 4
Challenge
exams
for you.
this-
It'd be so
Ugh.
sweaty and uncomfortable.
Yes, but it would be a funny bit,
But I'd be running a Cyberpunk one shot.
which makes it even funnier.
Street Samurai. Wake up, Samurai. We have City to burn. Online, they never send the video.
Yeah, why is that?
Because they
Is
changed
it
it.
bad?
No, the game is so.
So here's something interesting for you.
I
while
played
I'm
it online.
pouring myself my Coca-Cola. So the Breath of the Wild sequel finally got announced, like a release date. But here's something interesting. It was announced everywhere but the UK. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The name of the sequel is called Tears of the Kingdom. I wonder why it wasn't announced.
Is it available in Ireland? That's the real question.
Oh, 100%.
No, it's gonna be released like everywhere at the same time. But the announcements for it was not announced in the UK exclusively. I wonder why, given the name.
It's just like Megamind said, the Queen of England doesn't exist.
I'm a big Zelda fan, but Fire Emblem Engage looks so much cleaner.
A lot of people, so I'm not sure if you are familiar with the artist Meriwether.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been comparing the new models to his art style.
Yeah. The new main character model sucks straight up. It just looks weird, but everyone else looks amazing.
Mhm.
And the UI looks so clean.
Anyway, yeah, I found that interesting that the UK exclusively didn't get the launch trailer, but makes sense.
The funniest thing about Cyberpunk anime is it's canon to the game. So like, pain.
So that means some of your decisions are canon.
I'm pretty sure I know what the canon ending is. I've played every ending, including the secret ending, which was fucked because you have to grind for that, so you can actually complete it. But the secret ending is so fucking cool.
Have any of you guys played the Infamous series?
Impetus?
Infamous.
Oh, I said impetus. Like, no.
Why the fuck would that be a game series?
I don't know. Seems like something Donald Trump will play. Could erectile dysfunction joke, no. No, I didn't have a PlayStation, so. I had an Xbox, like a real gamer.
Best Friend did really good game series.
Yeah, but can you drink it with Master Chief? No.
Like, it's one of the few games I actually think a karma system actually works well in.
Horizon Fallout.
Tell me that works well, honestly.
Fallout, it doesn't work well, which is hilarious. Mass Effect, like, 1, eh. Mass
In the
Effect 2
Infamous
and 3, it's like, I can make the evil decision, or I can insult my friends.
In the Infamous games, your karma ends up determining the ending of the game, and beyond just that, if you have peak good karma, civilians will actually aid you. And then if you have, like, in general fights, even though it often means them dying, and if you have peak negative karma, civilians will just straight up throw rocks at you. And it deals actual damage. So negative karma actually makes the game harder.
What was that fucking Metal Gear
But
Solid
you
game?
also get more abilities that are just way more powerful.
Well, yeah, KOTOR. I mean, shit. You can make healing fucking force spells cost nothing.
Anyway, Platinum Order. You're standing outside the Effelheim mansion with Chartreuse shivering. What do you want to do? Dominic,
Oh, wait, sorry, what?
you guys are standing outside the Effelheim mansion with Chartreuse shivering. What would you guys like to do?
Is there a button that I can push to ring the house?
Yeah,
This
we'll
is
look
the-
for an entrance.
So the entrance is quite apparent to you. It's a clear path walking up to the central gates. I'd say there would be a button. This is the north.
I'm gonna press the button.
Okay. You wait a little bit as, like, you hear that sound, and you hear a bit of crackling from a weird lined box next to the gate
Oh,
that you press the button on.
well, this is cool. What's going on?
After a while, a voice comes up that I'm thinking of in my head what I want the voice to be. Hello?
Oh, hello?
Hi. Can I help you?
Yeah, we're looking for the Elfelheim household.
Speaking.
Oh, good, this is it. Hi, could we come in? We have one of your own, and he's
As
kind
in-
of cold.
And we're his guests.
Yeah, that did sound kind of bad. Yeah, we have Chartreuse with us, and he wants to talk with y'all, but he's kind of like,
Yes, we'd
Oh.
love to meet you.
Let me see if we have availability.
Is it-
And you hear the ruffling of paper as this person appears to be going through something.
availability.
Yes. You're looking for a meeting?
Doesn't Chartreuse live here?
Who?
Chartreuse, Effelheim.
you hear the like static die for a moment as clearly the person on the other end has gone away to check on something.
I press the button again.
Bzzz, it just sort of buzzes and no one responds for a little while.
Press one more time. You can press it until the voice comes back.
If Chartreuse is useless,
Can
he
we
won't
get-
be the only one who's dying.
I have
I
eyes.
swear. I swear to God. Oh my God.
In a
Okay.
hit
Anyway.
series, Terminalist, I saw a former Navy SEAL disembowel somebody and put their intestines on a hook to make them walk away from it to kill them. That shit's gory as fuck.
Alright, eventually.
Oh, yeah, we need to
Eventually.
do a couple of shows after this.
Sorry,
one.
you said Chartreuse was with you?
Yeah.
You hear a loud buzz and the gates
Cool.
open up.
Thank you.
Alright, so let's do this. And Chartreuse, you too.
I picked Chartreuse up, seeing what I should do.
Is he like dying? Chartreuse? Or is he like
Is from north, dies from cold.
is he like actually dying of
He's shivering.
Okay, I'll hug him a little bit. Not too closely though.
Or,
Like to warm him up, like you know.
okay. Bow chicka bow wow. Oh, this is not what I expected from Alma.
No one
Holy
shut the fuck
shit.
up. Shut the fuck up, Noah. Alright, well again. You too, Zil. Shut up too.
That's what everyone's trying to do.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Who knew that that's what it took to break that?
And
No, you don't understand.
Big blocks. Like,
You don't understand.
Short, nerdy men are his type? Like, where'd you say it?
Right.
You're not there!
Your character.
You'll understand in a moment. Oh.
My notes have
Alright,
become
let's
so
get in.
good that I can make jokes to the canon that I have not yet seen.
Yep.
So just
All right.
the powers of the rune keeper. Keeper of the runes.
Yeah.
So, eventually, you guys make your way to a stone wall, and again, you hear a loud buzzing noise as the gates are raised and you guys are allowed in. You guys continue walking until you reach the front doors of the mansion proper. So,
Fancy.
Alright.
Lily said she personally ships Chartreuse in the afterlife. Okay.
Great bar in Cyberpunk.
Chartreuse
And in
Maggie
Mass
Dash.
Effect.
Yeah, we should I agree. Did you say Sarah said that? We should introduce Chartreuse and the Afterlife to each other.
So wait, you want to introduce
Typically
him
the
to
Chaos Blades.
you want to introduce him to the Vampire Queen?
No, I
No,
want him
the
to go to the
Afterlife.
Plains of
She's-
Chaos.
She is dead. I mean,
He's too good for Azeroth. No.
Here's the thing. I know what
Yeah.
happens when Chartreuse dies, and he does not leave the campaign.
if you make him a ghost, I'm gonna murder you in your sleep.
Well, no.
I can
Gil
kill
can
his ghost.
himself.
That is the point of Core as a character. He can kill Chartreuse's ghost.
Okay, then we're good. Make
Perfect.
him a ghost. Go ahead.
No, you don't understand.
Anyway.
You
This is
got
godhood. I swear I'm gonna punch someone.
The god of bottom bitches.
No, bot bitches aren't as insufferable as Chartreuse's. Like,
God of cringe.
that's closer, Matt. That's closer, Noah.
I thought you would have done.
Fuck it. Fuck it. That's my next character. Niche domain.
The cleric of cringe.
No, he literally ascends to become an archdemon of hell.
The cleric of cringe
He'd
is
make a good
always-
one.
He would.
Always like
Alright,
trying
so
to
what
make
happened?
people
They get to the
be
door?
in.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
get to the door, what happened?
Yes. You guys get into the door and you guys are brought in. Immediately, a bunch of servants attend to you guys. As like
Brush the snow
yeah,
off of me.
brushing the snow. They're brushing the snow off of you. They all sort of make sure you guys are pleasantly warm, and you guys are brought into essentially what could be attributed to as a modern day hearth. Sort of a living room. There's a nice fire with it, like a nice big fire spanning a good portion of the back wall. Keeping the room warm, when in reality, there's electrical heating there, and the fire is definitely more for aesthetic purposes, but at the same time, it certainly warms you guys up.
He's
City-
directly under the AC. That does not feel this. It's okay. I'll lean against a fridge and warm up.
That would actually work.
Yeah, because it's electricity and heat.
Yeah.
Holy crap, physics.
Holy fuck. Thermodynamics. Class of should have SI board, because that would have been funny. They offered it to me.
You assigned for.
Yeah, I got like an A in it during the COVID semester. Yeah.
I mean, I believe it completely.
I'm actually impressed. Yeah, the COVID semester was fucking terrible.
Well, it's because like a lot of their
Hilarious.
examples during the COVID semester were very good. Sorry, Fenrir, what are you saying?
I think that was actually my best semester.
You had to deal with less people, which makes sense for you.
My COVID
No,
semester was
I
my
just
worst
had the
semester.
highest grades of COVID or during COVID semester. Like,
Yeah, most of my
Because-
professors were really lenient too.
well, honestly, because I was forced into a situation where my options were do schoolwork all day or have to deal with people I really don't want to deal with. Like, I was sort of ambivalent towards people on campus. But, you know,
It's good people working at the very least.
yeah, I mean, campus was kind of a fun place to be. Um,
There's
and a college campus is one of the few places where you can be as sort of aggressively weird as I would like to be, and nobody notices.
Dude, I fucking love the morph suit people on campus on Fridays.
Dude, right?
No.
They're the fucking best.
Okay.
Are you talking to people who go
Blare
around-
music and wear morph suits on Fridays.
Fridays, they wear more
That's
suits
what
and they
those
walk
things
around
are
campus
called?
and dance.
Yeah.
Dude, okay. I have a problem with
I-
the Breakfast Club people. I'm gonna be honest. When I'm walking to work at like 6:40 in the morning and I see a line across the block to get into where else, it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing with your lives?
Yeah.
As a functional alcoholic myself, this is fucking problematic.
Noah, you have
be
a
lined up around the block to get into where else? at
Noah, you have
6:40
an
a.m.
entire bottle of Fireball sitting by your bed right now.
Yeah, and I drank that much in 2 days. I said functional alcoholic. I didn't say not alcoholic.
That's not healthy.
It's not. I agree.
Oh,
But
poor
taking a
baby.
half a handle of Fireball one night is kind of impressive.
You drink less alcohol in one sitting than him.
No, I just drink stronger alcohol.
Yeah, Fireball's only 33%. So I
Yeah,
honestly
the shit-
pre-hydrated whenever I took
The
a
shit
shot of
that I
Fireball.
drink is like, fuck, 96 proof minimum.
You're your own person. He's my roommate and I have to worry about him.
See, I'm better at drinking shit that tastes bad. He's better at drinking shit that tastes good.
Which is why I don't worry about him, because at the very least his taste buds aren't fucked.
Who needs taste buds?
Taste buds are supposed to be a defense mechanism to prevent you from ingesting poison.
Oh,
You
well,
say
it's
that,
currently
but
not
you know I'm
working.
constantly seeking out some very specific poisons to ingest.
I mean, we can go over cyanide, or we can continue the session.
I
Let's-
actually made
Stop
it.
it, cyanide.
Let's not incriminate anyone this stream.
So this one time I made this
chilies
almond
and
pasta.
mint, dumbass. They're like spicy
On
food.
stream, so I can't share with you guys what I learned in my energetics class recently, but I did learn some fun stuff.
Well, and I don't recommend doing that over any kind of electronic communication. That shit is not secure.
Yep.
Even the ones that claim to be.
I mean,
Speaking of unsecure
if they fuck,
electronics,
like,
Nintendo
our
has
athletes,
decided
let's
to.
just say me and everybody I knew in high school are going to jail.
Speaking of unsecure electronic communication, Nintendo's support has decided to say, hey, are you having connection issues with Splatoon 3? Why don't you force port your entire IP bandwidth?
Imagine playing Splatoon 3 when you can play NAC 2. Couldn't be me.
Imagine
Well-
playing Splatoon where you can just play Fire Emblem.
My point is, they're advertising force porting your entire IP bandwidth.
That's a very good point.
That's a fucking problem.
I need to play fucking Determined Exterminators to GEF consensus in Stellaris.
You want to become the Crisis again, though?
It worked so well last time. I was able to keep up with you, even though you were a fucking merchant empire that controlled half the fucking galaxy.
Listen, only by the end, okay?
Let me know
Meanwhile,
when
you
play
had
your
the
next
great.
section. By the way, I want a.
Yeah, you had 55,000 ground troops. What the fuck am I supposed to do in my favorite system, Dongar, that held out for so long? I don't think you understand. Dongar held against a combined military might of over 300,000.
The unstoppable
And then
clone
you-
army.
Yes.
Destroyed Mason's entire fleet before he even realized that they were destroyed.
That's hilarious.
And there was only 20 days left, and if 20 days ended, I would have had a Star Eater and a Juggernaut built, and that would have fucked over Ethan's fleet, but he killed me too fast.
Damn!
Oh,
And then-
yeah, I
and
remember.
then-
I actually remember that. We took the planet like 2 weeks before that was gonna happen.
It was
And
so
then you had,
frustrating.
and then the Grand Clone, and then the Grand Clone Empire sent its tens of thousands of
Yeah,
worth of ground
55,000 against 1,000 on a planetary assault. Fuck you!
Just a tiny bit
I was
of
about
work.
to
You
say-
are dropping Obi-Wan Kenobi into the battlefield, and I have like fucking CIS droids. What am I gonna do?
I was about to say that I just basically there was only one planet that wasn't conquered by me from Peter's empire.
Yeah,
Your new empire. Anyway, back to D&D.
It was it was hilarious.
playing the villain was so much fun though.
Back to D&D. So you guys are welcome into this sort of living room, and you see a rather short elven. I almost want to describe him as a child, but the aura he gives off is clearly that of someone who's been.
Blessed by Satan.
What the fuck are you smoking? No, let me finish my description, please, before you interrupt me.
Smoking
So I want to give off a description of a child, but he clearly gives off the aura of someone who his eyes are piercing through you, looking for any sense of weakness, anything he could latch onto.
He sees a lot, doesn't he?
No.
Oh, he sees a lot for you.
He sees a lot, but they're all incorrect.
He sees a lot for you. So, and this instantly upon speaking, you recognize this as the voice you heard through the intercom. Chartreuse is here? Hello, Uncle. It's good to see you, Chartreuse. Yeah, good to see you too. Clearly, like, immediately tension starts filling the room.
So Chartreuse doesn't get along with his family, huh?
as do declare in Noah's notes, if you remember, page 17, section 5, Alfred Ryder Gilson Heliparis Ethelheim didn't have time for little Chartreuse, therefore little Chartreuse did not like him.
So, how's going around doing music? I'm a bard, Uncle. Great. How's that going? The end of the world certainly hasn't made anything easier. Right. Well, I'm sure you've had a long journey back here. You're welcome to spend the night. Oh, and thank you all for bringing it back. I'll figure some way to reward you all. Have a pleasant 54 days.
Well, what
Is this
the reward you speak of?
who is talking right now? Alphared?
Alpha Red.
Okay.
The reward you speak of, I might have an idea what that could mean.
Ah, sure. Obviously the world is ending sort of soon, so that does change what within reason would mean, but
Yeah,
again, within reason.
yeah. Hopefully this is within reason. Could you get us an audience with the king?
I suppose, but it very much depends. I would need to give rationale.
Yeah.
We are diplomats representing the Kingdom of the East
and west,
and West, yes.
and we are seeking to extend the duration of the existence of this plane.
To stop the fighting and hopefully prevent the end of the world.
Or prevent the end of the war on Ebor's terms, not just in general. Hopefully, all three nations uniting against the South will stop the war in its entirety. That is our goal.
I see. As a reminder, Silver Tier 2, Noah, you're welcome to speak up.
We also represent the Platinum Order as well. That makes a difference.
We'd have a higher chance of making it worse, honestly.
Especially with me being here.
Yes.
You're wearing a dragon mask,
And
no one can tell who you are.
You got a channel.
Yeah, it does conform to your features. I see. I might be able to arrange an audience tomorrow if I can expedite the process. Maybe the day after.
Okay. We are very, very short on time, so we would.
Everyone is short on time. Understand, I can arrange a request with the king quickly, but immediate is an impossibility due to the logistics involved.
How quickly can you do it?
Likely tomorrow or the day after at the latest.
And Alva's gonna like shake his hand.
Again, this is a very small statured elf. He's actually shorter than you, Alva.
Huh. Okay.
He's shorter than a gnome?
Yes,
Wow.
he is shorter than a gnome.
The one
He's
short
like a foot
person.
tall?
He's like 3 foot tall.
So he's the same height as a gnome.
How?
He is 3
The gnome height.
Yeah. Alva's like a foot taller.
Holy crap.
How tall is
So he's like
he
2 feet
tall?
tall.
No, Alva's 3'11".
Good question, Noah.
He sounds like
Alva's like 3'11".
2 foot.
Alpha Red is like 3 foot tall.
Yeah, I looked it up. 2 foot.
Got a question. How tall is Alpha Red?
Alpharet? I don't fucking know.
Look it up. I'm
I'm
curious.
not gonna fucking. Okay, what do you want me to look up next? Alfred's feet pictures?
How far is he?
Alpharet.
Right. Let's make this as not creepy as possible. On Twitter, he claims to be 6'4". That's 6'2", according to the second article.
Okay. Was just curious for the sake of knowledge.
I'm still taller than an NFL quarterback. Don't at me.
A singular NFL quarterback?
Yeah, Kyler Murray.
In like history.
No, Kyler Murray, my fantasy football quarterback, who's currently signed to FaZe.
I think the shortest quarterback.
Yes, he signed a FaZe plan.
What? Why? What?
Because he plays way too much video games to the point where someone did the statistical analysis. He performs significantly worse when Call of Duty drops every single year and during double and triple XP weekends.
That's fucking hilarious.
So naturally, my fantasy football team is called FaZe Up because he's on my starting quarterback. And my backup quarterback was caught in a strip club after a loss.
Yeah.
They call him Lap Dance Lance.
Jesus Christ.
Those are my two fantasy football quarterbacks, guys.
I can see why you picked those two specifically.
No, like I was like, yeah, Trey Lance. He's promising for a young player. I'll pick him up if he's any good, and I can just pick up like Derek Carr later. And then it's like week 1, you lose, and then you're caught in the strip. Okay, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You're playing a dangerous game, my dude.
No, the quarterback isn't even the most important position. I'm still the most powerful team in the league. By that, I mean I scored 162.
I need you to prove this right fucking now.
Alright, NFL Fantasy. I'm currently ranked number 1 because I have the most points for in an aggregate ranking. I'm first because technically I could beat any of the other teams.
In your fantasy league.
Yeah, we're a 12-team league, and it's full of degenerate sports gamblers, which is pretty fucking good. Matt, during the summer, they were betting on Russian tennis. This isn't a joke. This is a fact.
Russian tennis is not.
They were
a deal.
sports gambling Russian tennis with no tennis knowledge. They are degenerate.
What did they look at? Just whatever.
Yes. They went to a fucking tennis game just so they could gamble on it. That's one of the few times they gambled on domestic tennis.
No one fucking gambles on tennis. No one even fucking gambles on the U.S. Open.
They did. I'm not logged in on this computer.
If there is any chance that something will have an unexpected outcome, people will gamble on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing, okay, people will gamble on Federer versus Nadal. Like, that's something...
No, you don't understand. I'm confident that there were many betting pools on how long the Queen of England would live.
Yeah. Like,
but
I don't think you understand.
You're probably right.
I'm in a league against a bunch
I know.
of degenerate sports
Many of them were
gamblers.
probably in Ireland. Well, also probably in Argentina, but they're just still butthurt about the Falklands.
Yeah, that's
I'd say healthy
thing.
group is in India as well.
Oh, Josh,
I can
No, as far as like,
man,
I can imagine that India is too fucked up over it. Pakistan probably.
ISIS.
It's not huge, dude.
80 gigs, isn't it?
Stellaris? No shot. It's like
No, it's
6.
no, it's closer to
The launcher
20,
is 6.
25. It's like 2025. It may be 40 top end.
I looked it up. It's apparently requires 12 gigabytes free space.
Are you talking about the launcher or the actual game?
The actual
game just takes all the space total. And I have no DLC, so
Yeah, you don't need a DLC. Peter has it.
Anyhow. Where were we?
If you're playing a multiplayer game.
Yes. Alva was shaking the hand of Alpha Red furiously.
No, friendly.
Friendly E.
Yeah.
Yes.
A firm, warm handshake of friendship. That's what I was doing.
So,
I saw you hugging my nephew when you were coming in. How long have you been an item?
No,
About
no.
3 weeks.
Shut up!
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, Zill, lie and say that you're a
Zell,
thing.
No, triple down.
Sorry, he's a little embarrassed, but he and Chartreuse have been going strong.
why is that?
Because it's his uncle. He wants to know about Chartreuse's life.
Yeah.
Zill.
Screw you, Zill, always saying with his eyes.
And Pile Driver just is just entirely pivoted, like pivoted towards Zill. In the same moment, he crosses his arms over his chest and just his eyes blaze up
Mm-hmm.
and just shake. You see his head. He's shaking his head, and then he says, "Zell, the love of all that is holy."
Y'all, dang, I'm sorry you didn't want him to know that Chartreuse is dating Alva.
We are not dating.
Sorry, I didn't realize you guys weren't.
Oh,
I apologize.
No, it's
for
okay.
the
I don't judge.
miscommunication.
I don't judge. It's okay.
God.
It's okay with it.
Oh, but the note's very progressive. You don't have to worry about that.
Sorry, Chartreuse, or Sir Chartreuse. How should we refer to you?
Alphared?
Alpharad.
No, I know that, but like, Chartreuse, not Chartreuse. Ethelheim. I meant to say Ethelheim. As a player, I meant to say Ethelheim.
I don't care what you meant to say as a player.
Sorry. I was on my brain was on the topic of Chartreuse. And
Oh, are you dating him as well?
no, I was just thinking of where we should be rooming. And I was thinking that if Pile Driver and I would get a room, and then Aldo could just room with Chartreuse.
Oh my, you bitch! You're such a bitch! But actually,
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, can you repeat what you said? I'm laughing too much to have actually heard what you were suggesting.
So, yeah, basically, we don't have anywhere to stay, and if you would be so kind as to provide us a place, that would be wonderful. We just need to open up one room for Pile Driver and I, all the share a room with Chartreuse.
You see, you see the Lord Eppelheim. It just sort of look towards you. Would you be okay with that?
how many rooms do we have?
As many as you need, I suppose. But if you want to, you're more than welcome.
Well, I can share a room if need be, but I could also take my own room for the night.
Which would you prefer?
My own room.
I see. This is why I went away laughing earlier.
Do not want to have to fall asleep with Chartreuse yapping at me. Alva doesn't say that. He's not gonna insult Chartreuse.
That's
in
like
front of his
Alva
uncle.
into being in a relationship for real Chartreuse.
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I don't even think Alva's not gay from
He's
my
not.
understanding.
He's not.
Why not?
And neither is Chartreuse, which makes this doubly funny.
Yeah.
And Chartreuse could be bi, but I know he's previously we only know him to have dated women before, so
Yes. As far as we know, he's straight.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
No.
Which
I'll
makes
be
this
back.
really funny.
I'll be back. Food now.
All right.
No, this is actually hilarious.
Yes.
Like,
Alphared, everybody.
he seems sweet.
Yeah.
Like,
He also
I don't
has
know
the
why-
stature of a literal child.
The keyword is he seems.
No, I checked this first.
I mean,
I mean,
I'm
Is it
assuming
just
that-
Noah?
15 seconds.
Holy shit! How?
But what?
How do you have? That's insane, Noah.
But
Wait,
too
what?
good.
Yeah, that's insane.
Wait, what are you talking about? Is it
There's a 25 points for differential between second place and me.
That's
In
insane.
fantasy.
Damn, that sounds like a lot. I have no idea what that means. So good job.
Yeah, I mean, I could use a bunch of words to explain the point system, but it's not worth it.
Congrats.
So,
It's this week one. We were having some talks in the wide receiver room about consistency, especially after Godwin got injured. And we informed Hunter Renfro if he does not show the fuck up that he's being dropped.
We need a locker room presence on the team.
Might have to draft in Tebow.
so can you draft anyone from previous years, even if they're not playing?
Some players, yes. For years, one of the guys in our league, Wilson, would take Tim Tebow his last pick, even though he was playing minor league baseball at the time, because he's a lucky charm. For reference, our league has 12 people in it. Only 4 people have ever won the league. Me, Wilson, Kyle, and Wilson's friend Adam. Some of you have met Kyle during Among Us. Wilson is someone from the same friend group. So
Interesting.
only the 4 of us have ever won the league, which is funny because it's gone on since like freshman year of high school. So it's been like 9 years and only 4 people have won.
Wow, that's like actual sports.
Yeah. Even though it's randomized draft order anyway, it's just that Wilson is an absolute scam artist in trades, and I always had the best draft. And then Hawks teams are just sneaky.
All right, so Ethan's away, but we'll continue as
It's
much as
funny
we can
because I
in his
didn't even make
absence.
an Excel spreadsheet this year for a drafting guide for myself. Normally I do that.
Anyhow, so Alphared offers you all rooms for the night, but it is still early in the morning. If there's anything you want to talk with Alphared about, you are more than able.
Wait, like, have we slept or?
It is still early in the morning on day T-minus 54.
So we teleported us.
Yes. Yes.
I understand that you're the king's ear.
Yes.
How would you describe the king? Like, if we're gonna be interacting with him, is there anything we need to like know about?
There's not much I can say without breaking some form of confidentiality. Playing to your strengths.
Alphared sounds so much like that wizard dude from your one shot.
That's a great question.
What, that he sounds like Squidward and trying to do a Beavis and Butthead reference?
He does kind of sound like Squidward. Huh.
Mr. Squidward. I choose that over
Listen,
to...
Annie.
Welcome to the Krusty Krab.
Alphared definitely has over 5 NFTs.
Just 5.
His premium NFT.
Fucking bored.
What's an NFT?
He has an NFT. He has an
Bored
NFT,
ape,
NFT.
fucking. He has a bored ape like stamp to his to his fucking missus.
That's his fucking family crest. He bought a family crest as an NFT.
No, he made his family crest.
The family crests are just NFTs. Fuck. All right. Sorry, you were saying, Dominic?
Yeah, so think of our strengths. Okay, good. That's a good thing. Probably shouldn't be talking. Are there any formalities that are usually observed when meeting with the team?
Not that's anything non-standard. Shower respect. Interrupting is considered quite rude, so be cautious of that. He's very not fond of deception.
Yep, Zill, you're right out.
I mean, if he doesn't detect it.
If he catches you in a lie, he will blatantly refuse to work with you in the future.
So
He considers someone who lies to his face not someone to be trusted.
It's good outlook.
I just realized I was tilting my head like this and did not realize until like 20 seconds after. Brazil, roll a deception against yourself.
Roll the perception to see what's the likelihood of Zin lying.
Over 90.
63%. Damn, 3% off.
44.
You convinced yourself that you could go without lying. Ironic that you used deception for that.
Can you convince yourself by lying to yourself that you won't lie in the future?
Yes.
But it's a lie, so you will still end up
No.
lying.
You delusion yourself into believing that you can tell no lies.
Yeah, so then I'm not lying when I lie to people now.
But you are lying.
From now on, I'm not lying when I'm lying.
That's not how that works.
I'm not, because I don't think I'm lying. Therefore, if they try to detect my lies, I'm not lying, because I don't think I'm lying.
We have done half-truths in the past, and I have always rolled it as deception.
I mean, that's how you pull the polygraph, so...
Yeah. So long as I don't think I'm lying.
Fooling a polygraph has to do with maintaining a heart rate.
It also helps if you believe your own lie.
Yeah.
Yes,
You believe your own-
that does help.
Everything I say is true.
That your name is Steve.
My name is
Steve.
But only sometimes.
Holy fuck.
Steve is a jailer.
Steve is a jailer. Steve has always only been a jailer.
Steve is one of the best jailers in the business.
I have to ask, is your Steve character actually a jailer?
No.
Oh.
There is no jailer, but that would have been fun.
What it would have been. I'm surprised you didn't. Because you have a great backstory set up from what you built of Steve. Is just some guy who's been going from jail to jail, who's been just sort of tossed around.
Okay, but John Smith lore.
John Smith was such a fucking stupid character.
It was
What was your talent as John Smith?
Dance Dance Revolution.
Like this.
Yes. Yeah, because you need the hands to grip the handlebars.
And that's it.
I don't think your hands could move back.
Nah, he knows the game so well.
It's a can so well. He's a blade singer, dude.
Play through the fire and flames on Dance Dance Revolution.
Doesn't matter.
No
Go.
one can. No one fucking can.
Dude, there's a Dance Dance Revolution at the Memorial Union. If you challenged me to Dance Dance Revolution as your
No.
character, we were going up there.
No, because I know I could beat you in bowling because you bowled a birdie like a fucking clown. I was bowling 60s when I was 10 years old.
That's the strat for that class, though, is you bowl crap at first so that you get a free egg.
Exactly. No, I'm bowling consistent 100s now, so.
Because he hasn't bowled in 12 years. But
My last 5 games were 90 to
I'm
120.
just gonna get a fucking 50-pound ball and see what happens. Bro, work at fucking redacted 50-pound rice bags. The truck I was late today. It's like, yeah, I want to move like 12 fucking 50-pound rice bags. It's your ass is slow. Cool, got it.
All right, so where were we? Who was talking? Yes.
Alpha Rat.
Never got it, dude.
Never lost.
Never
The
got it.
ball.
This might be getting into the realm of stuff you can't tell me. But what are the current political goals of the King of the North?
Spreading wealth to the weaker parts of our nation, expanding territory, continued finance of the war effort,
Does the
strengthening
king
our
like
border.
war? Does the king like them?
He finds it profitable in a sense.
Well, maybe we can appeal to him that profits will be down when the apocalypse happens.
Incidentally, the king didn't seem too surprised by this announcement. I did find that odd. That's me.
You know that? I summoned the powers of They have cancelled Matt.
You get tailed. It's gone.
Oh.
He's down.
Alfred just dies on the floor. All of a sudden, no future words.
He accidentally revealed that the king knew, so the king just murdered him.
Yeah.
The real king was John Smith all along.
Oh shit. That was me. That was not Alfred. Alfred is fine. Holy shit.
Matthew's cough such a just putting it out there.
Have COVID. My roommate does.
Oh, fuck.
But
Best of luck staying isolated. Hopefully you still have the antibodies.
Didn't they already have it? Or didn't you already have it?
yeah, I got COVID early August, so I'm probably fine. But since they just tested positive like 3 days ago, I'm waiting 5 days, which is like the incubation period, and then testing myself before I'm meeting anybody in person to make sure I'm negative.
Yep. I still
So
somehow haven't gotten it.
I feel perfectly fine, and I most likely don't have COVID, but I didn't want to risk coming to session today and giving it to you guys.
No, I appreciate that.
When I got it, I had 0 symptoms. I was not sick, no coughing, nothing. Just
Absolute weapon.
and then I tested it as a joke, and the test came out as positive, and I stared at it and went, huh.
Was it not? Did you not do a second test to verify false positive?
We did several tests over the span of a week. I got 3 positives, and there was nothing wrong with me.
Wow.
Your immune system just has that dog in it.
I'm just built different, I guess.
I probably had it, but I just was asymptomatic. Because I
Same
haven't
here.
had it yet. But I don't know. I drink so much alcohol that there's a high possibility I mistook a bad hangover for
My
COVID.
entire family had it for a while. I just didn't get it. Like, living in the same house, my mom got it, my sister got it, my dad got it, my brother got it. I didn't get it.
You probably had antibodies from something.
You probably just got it, but didn't have any symptoms.
Right.
That honestly, at this point, I think everyone must.
But
have
here's the
once,
thing.
But had no symptoms.
But here's the thing. This was when I was coming back from spring break. Or, like, last semester. This was when I was coming back from spring break.
Yeah. And then I got.
Did you?
No.
But, like, I came back, I tested myself, and I had nothing. I don't think I've gotten sick, actually, like, in 5 years. Probably 7.
It's not built like mine.
Yeah, Matt's built different.
He just doesn't get sick. Mine is like.
I haven't gotten sick since, like, freshman year of high school,
Your
actually.
immune system is
My immune system is just.
No, seriously.
No, you ever heard of body doctor that you with so much alcohol poisoning itself that it just kills
No,
us?
I need
but
the
I'm
camera
convinced
dog,
it is.
aka Gatorade.
That's I don't know, Matt. That's pretty.
No,
that's
seriously,
pretty
I haven't gotten
That's
sick
fair.
since like freshman year of high school.
Dude, I was like sick the entirety of sophomore year of high school. Mostly because I was running cross country and I wouldn't stop running.
I've definitely called in sick before, but being completely honest,
Your own strain.
Hey, I mean, sometimes it's 6:30 a.m. and you're hungover as shit. It's, well,
no comment.
People there. I'm sick today.
Yeah, no comments, but yeah.
Bro.
No, but yeah, it's been a long time since I've gotten
So
proper
what you need to
sick.
do is show up to work on time hungover so they know you have that dog in you. But then, like, if you call out, they're like, all right, he's not hungover, he's actually sick because he showed up, like, dead.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway, so you, yes, apparently King Odilin did not seem surprised by Ebor's announcement.
Strange.
This Sexton on
Is
his
it-
head.
And even you don't know why?
The king doesn't show his emotion often, so it could just be that he was surprised and chose not to show it.
I'm gonna insight this response.
Okay.
16.
16 insight. He seems to be telling the truth.
He always has a role.
Is there any way he could have...
Whenever
seen
it's
it
a
coming?
persuasion or deception, I will always do a roll so that way it's psychological, where you guys are like, yeah, he could be lying.
As Colgrim, he always.
I would like to insight check the king.
He's not there.
You're not there.
Yes, I want.
Fuck
to insight
you.
check the- I want to insight check the king.
Sure.
And this is after we talked about it too.
I think that's a 10.
That's a 10. She exists.
She,
You said the queen,
the king.
and then you followed up by saying the queen.
I said king. I just stumbled over my words when I was going king. King.
You said king, and then you said queen.
I did not say queen.
He said
Matthew.
they're king times.
Well, the king exists, and so does the queen.
So he's married. I'm learning things.
Anyhow,
Eventually, the accent.
Anyhow, all was gonna...
I swear to fucking God.
So all was gonna ask, is there any way he could have seen it coming?
Well, obviously there are means of magic of seeing various images of the future. There are prophecy-based spells. I'm forgetting exactly what the spell in specific is called, but I know there's a spell that allows you to see specific events of the future. Do you guys recall which one I'm talking about? Clairvoyance, I think it is.
Deus Ex Machina.
I think it's clairvoyance.
Machina is a different thing.
Clairvoyance is you can see something in a different spot. It's like a little drone in Rainbow
I
Six.
think you're thinking of Scry, Noah.
No, clairvoyance does that too.
Clairvoyance is different, I think.
Because you can get that on Spirit Totem Barbarians. I know. 'cause
There's
Paulie had it.
foresight.
Paulie was an absolute icon.
No, that's right.
Foresight just gives you advantage to everything. Right now.
Yeah, foresight does, but clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance does exactly what Noah said it does.
Yeah, you make like an invisible ball, a place
Right.
where you've been or can see, and you can see from it.
Yeah.
Is this a homebrew spell?
Clairvoyance is in the.
No, not that.
Clairvoyance is third, I think.
Um,
I got the option to take it.
is this a
Paulie had
homebrew?
it, but Paulie was focused on being a fucking Goodfellas knockoff.
Yeah, this is a homebrew.
There's Wheel and Woe. There's that spell. That's that. That's a druid spell.
Would do it.
Wait, is that actually a
You
thing?
could do Legend Lore if you're gonna extrapolate.
Could you hand me the player's handbook?
Dude, my legs are so fucking sore from sitting on this ground.
I'm seeing a spell that might just straight up be see into the future, but I'm not sure if that's a.
That's probably on because Noah can't think of it, but Noah hasn't played a fucking wizard before.
Yeah.
Well,
It says it's SRD.
Besides one shots.
TQR.
Right, so it's called a crucifixion. Oh, please.
See invisibility.
Look,
There is
I
no
just
see
want you
into
guys
the
know the
future.
voice in my head.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure where that is. I can't remember a specific spell, but I'm pretty sure there's a spell that allows you to see into the near future besides just foresight.
Oh no, I knocked over.
I'm forgetting what it's called, but I swear it exists.
Wish. Wish, Lamau.
Even if not, Wish could quantify for it. And even if there isn't a spell that exists, hypothetically, a spell exists where you can see some distance into the future.
Divine intervention.
Divination spell. It would be divination. Third level clairvoyance. No. No. Not legend lore. Not find the path. Foresight is
That's a ninth
the
level. So
ninth
it gives you
level.
advantage on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just taking an abjuration wizard so I can hopefully get to ninth level and take invulnerability. Just like, you know what? Fuck you. No damage.
Augury, actually.
Yeah.
No, it's right. Having never
Cleric, druid, and wizard, actually. So augury it technically allows you some insight into the future. It's actually a second level spell.
Yeah, piss me off. I'll get slurk it in.
And then there's
You
divination.
don't want to see me eighth level.
Divination, there it is. Simple question regarding a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. I mean, hypothetically, if he kept casting divination and says, "Is the world going to end?" And hypothetically. Anyway, what that's all Alpharet says is that the king didn't seem surprised and like maybe it was some spell, but he has no way of knowing for sure.
Hey, oh, but it doesn't say this. Or maybe he's working with evil.
I can't take notes on this. I'm not here.
Does Alva actually say this?
Huh?
Does Alva actually say this?
No, I begin by saying all of this not.
All right.
You know what would be funny if I took so much notes I need a different section for gold and silver. I'm not going to do that because that sounds psychotic. You know, some more notes than I take for any of my classes anyways.
Yeah. Is there just a massive conspiracy that Igor's sleeping with all the world's leaders?
I mean,
Right,
people are in low
I mean,
carb
he's communicating
we
with
know
secret
that.
with
You're just playing all the time.
No, not like I don't see that. Fucking asshole. He had so much chemistry when they were killing each other.
Right?
Romeo and Juliet.
If I can't have you, no one else can, and then he just gives low carb.
Yeah,
Just sit it,
disintegrate
right?
them. If I can't have your body, no one can. Alright, I'm writing that fanfic.
Yo,
First word.
holy shit.
No, please.
Are you
What's
saying
the ship
please
name,
no or
Noah?
please yes?
It's Ivor. It's Lokbor, but.
Lokapor.
I like E-bar better.
E-car?
E-bar. Or
E-bar?
E-car, yeah.
Wait, can we mess with Orinth at all?
Yeah, Orinth is his original name.
I like Bone
Oh.
Dragon.
Ebrinth. Eh.
Urin?
Ebrinth. Ebrinth. Eh.
I like Bone
No.
Dragon.
Auror. Auror's funny.
Or is funny. Why am I contributing to this?
Because it's canon. You know
The
it.
most annoying part about this is like, I could definitely get drunk one night.
Fan fiction, Noah. We all should, like, those who can should get drunk and we all should read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are
I'll
we
probably
doing
need
for
your
him?
help to write it.
No one's gonna
Mario?
write a fucking thing.
I'm
I would
probably not, unless
100%
I get very fucked up tonight.
I would 100% be down to help you write that. I'm full of shits and giggles.
I don't know how to write gay set anyways.
You don't have to. Just go to Fur Affinity, type in gay,
No!
and get half of the website.
For that once.
Screw your internet history even more. Yes.
Wait, you fell for that once? What?
No, when he said, "Oh, I'll show you Bird Affinity," I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And that's when I fell for it.
He used his computer.
Well, yeah, I mean, fuck. This computer has.
Just go to incognito mode and don't use.
No, that was a bit. We didn't.
We
But
didn't
don't
let Noah
use
use
the
incognito
Google knows
mode.
exactly what you're doing.
Granted, I've deleted all his search history and it hasn't happened yet. Ironically, though, I have gone into military YouTube shorts, which I think it's Biscuit Biscuit's fault.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
You need to drink more water. Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated, stream.
Yeah, stay hydrated. I'll take this in my rum and Coke.
There's water in it.
And a Coke, yeah.
Yeah.
Most sodas have water as like one of their primary ingredients, besides sugar, caffeine, and like phosphate acid.
Phosphoric acid. Close though.
I'll punch you in your phosphate. It's a chemical. It was a non-threat. Don't look at me like that.
What's interesting is the caffeine is the least used ingredient.
Yeah, that was the point. No, please.
Are they saying stuff and I'm not hearing it?
Yeah,
I understand something.
is. He said
Probably by
that would
calculating yours.
insinuate that that you two are an item, referring to you and me.
Discourse is trying to
I'm
fuck
fucking
itself.
depressed to be in a relationship. What the fuck?
Definitely.
You
There
guys
we
aren't
go.
dating, but you should get some marriage counseling. Like, that would help
Absolutely.
immensely.
He doesn't clean the fucking bed. Anyways.
Like,
All right. So, what else would you guys like to discuss with Alpha Red? If anything.
Set news video. Who wants to be an influencer? Get on that, please. I need money.
Same.
I'm just going to ask him, like, so. I wasn't surprised. I'm still thinking about that.
Future nephew-in-law? Is that what the title is?
Is there any
Please
other
call me
possibilities?
Uncle Alpha.
Uncle Al.
That's so fucking creepy. Dear God.
I'm not actually gonna.
I feel like I may get out right now.
That was impressively bad. It was a decent throw. I just wasn't ready.
Straight to your head.
Yeah, and then it knocked off, went on my computer, went to my head, and then went to Noah.
For context, Matthew has 0 hand-eye coordination, which is funny because he played tennis.
Plays.
Well, in high school, you're on a. You get what I mean.
There we go.
Okay, so Matthew missed the throw to Dominic by about a solid 5 feet and hit off the wall off of Josh's computer instead of Dominic, who's 5 feet to his right.
Nothing broke, I think.
Where'd you
And
go?
for context, I didn't play a ball-related sport in high school because I thought I had no hand-eye coordination. Apparently, I could be on Matthew's tennis team easy. I mean, I ran cross country. I had 8 minutes.
Yeah.
If
Anyhow.
anything, I just outworked people.
So. Right. So, is there anything, Mason, that you want to ask him?
I was asking if there's anything else that could happen, or that would cause him to not be surprised, other than just magically predicting.
I mean, conventional espionage, whatever that entails, and I'm not allowed to tell you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But
I suppose...
that is my job, which is why I found it a bit strange that he didn't learn it from me.
Have you asked him?
I did.
What did he say?
That's a good question.
Are you not allowed to answer?
That's a good question.
Communication with people is.
Interesting question.
It's fair. I mean, I don't think being in communication with other worldly leaders is bad.
Definitely not.
Do you think that he would be willing to join us as a unified front against the South?
That is not a question for me.
Well, I'm just saying, because do you think that he would be keen to that idea?
I cannot speak for him.
That makes sense. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. At this point, you guys are welcome to teleport anywhere you wish except for Drumbin. Drumbin is off the table for the next 4 days.
Teleporting to the south.
You can.
Don't do it. It's so funny, but don't do it. I'm going to have to take so much notes if you do it.
There's still the option of just creating an enormous fucking magical nuke.
What do you think Thor's doing?
So,
I'm gonna have to go back into my old notes and find a clean notebook.
what is it you'd like to do for the rest of the day?
So, our question, can I ask Alpha Red if they have any prisoners of war?
not here.
Oh, that's right.
Is everyone good just eliminating the rest of the day?
Do we know where the capital is? Like where
You are in the capital. You are in
where the
Korean
king
Ogier.
lives?
Hmm?
Yeah.
You guys are going to be in various rooms in the mansion. You'll have a room to yourself, each individually.
No, because we were gonna look for the building where he is.
It's not quite so. Dominic, you're from the north, right?
Yeah, like a village.
Between you and Silver and other people's expressions of what the north is. Actually, I have a really good reference image, and you guys are going to laugh at this.
Thanks for. Voodoo sitting crisscross applesauce on the carpet floor.
I can't believe I'm fucking referencing this, but it's honestly one of the best allegories. Okay. Look at display.
Guys, if there is a good apartment for rent in Gotham City for $300, let's take it.
I can't believe I'm fucking referencing that of all movies.
Never take an apartment.
Shark Boy and Lava.
Yep.
Hell
That movie
yeah.
slapped.
Yep.
That movie was so good when I was a kid, and it's even better.
Right?
I have not watched that movie.
Oh my god.
That movie's stressful?
No, the bridge.
Oh, the bridge is stressful.
Yes.
The bridge was so stressful.
Yes. There is no bridge like that. It's actually a very ornate bridge leading up to it. But the image I'm trying to give you guys is that the castle of Korin Ogier is essentially built in. So, Korin Ogier is actually an iceberg separated from the rest of the continent of Nervia. Hmm?
That's why it's.
Yeah. It makes Korin Ogier nigh impenetrable by virtue of being just sort of surrounded by water from all sides and being at the coldest part of the world where they have a tremendous home field advantage.
That sounds really stupid. The moment you said it's shifting, all I could imagine was a castle with Eurobeat playing and going.
Bruh, bruh, bruh.
Yeah, it's called Where Else. What? Don't worry about it. You don't want to go there.
Anyhow. The castle is kind of built into the inner part of the iceberg. Sorry, I messed up my lore a little bit there. Koronogir is an iceberg, like a massive super iceberg. In fact,
He stepped on my notebook. He tainted the sacred pages. That's a cyberpunk canon.
I'm looking up wallpapers for Sekiro because I usually like having wallpapers of games I play.
I just realized that, like, in a Mass Effect tweet, that you could make your own, like, background wallpaper by choosing your favorite allies.
as a reminder, and I'll post this in display again, this is Nervian. At the top is Koronogir.
Wow, that's so cool that everyone online can see.
I said I'd post it in just a moment. So that entire top section is Koronogir.
Right?
Yeah, it's
Noah?
Yeah, I know what the map looks like. Are you kidding me? It's committed to memory at this point.
The entire top section is Koronogir. That's separated off.
Here's Hubel.
My phone. Where's my phone? Fuck, it's been in the other room. Nope, it's right here. I'm a dumbass. For everyone in Discord, as a reminder, this is Nerving. And the top section of the map, the one with the giant island, that giant island is Kororino Gear. For reference, the iceberg spans roughly 600 miles plus in an eastern-westerly direction.
Hey guys. Big bird guys. Big boy.
Is that like the North Pole?
Hmm?
Is that like the North Pole?
It is roughly around the North Pole. Yes. Yeah. So, again, Castle Mage's Blood is built into the center of the iceberg. This region of Frigalic is colder than any other region in the world. To the point where cold resistance is effectively necessary to live here at all. Otherwise, it is straight up impossible. Most of the dragons from the north make their nests here, just by virtue of it being a very suitable climate to them. And most other dragons who are not of white-scaled descent struggle significantly with the colder atmosphere. So, very strong home field advantage. There have... What the fuck? Is that an ant?
Are you distracted by an ant on the ceiling?
Yes. Don't whack it with my blanket.
What?
The fucking ant.
Anyhow.
Don't watch that shit.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I watched it like a week ago.
Okay.
Anyhow. Yes. Both Silver and Dominic have heard the rumor how... Yes, since you were originally from the north. Both you and Silver have originally heard the rumor how long ago the first dragon who was given to the Mage's Bloodline at the very start of the war, about a millennia ago, made the iceberg that eventually became Kororino Gear, and how originally the whole iceberg was considered to be its lair. And anyone who was present on the iceberg, the dragon was aware of.
He knows we're here.
It's an old rumor, an old legend. So who knows whether or not it's true. And even so, that was the original dragon, who has been known to have been dead for quite some time.
Sage. Lokar's predecessor.
Hmm?
Lokar's predecessor.
Definitely not. Definitely not as old as Lokar. Would have been roughly the same age as Barantaris. Just for your own reference. That's all I've got to say about that at the moment. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before the day is concluded. You guys have access to the day. I'm trying to be very careful that I don't take time away from you guys.
Wow.
Is there a prison?
You're such a dick.
I mean, he's just trying to get out of a debt. So,
I mean, fair enough. Fair enough.
also,
Let's
he's not
get
really
back.
doing anything. He's just watching people die and then taking their souls.
There's not really a... I mean, I suppose, yes, there is.
Is it like a conventional prison or is it like not a conventional?
I could not take you there.
Okay. Got you. So that's not what I'm looking for.
What the fuck is that thing? Yeah, but what type?
A book.
What is the
I'll throw my phone in and kill him later.
what is the
No,
Why?
I want to know. Oh, please.
If you break the ceiling, you're repairing it. Or paying for repairs.
Well, I'll just buy it back myself.
what is the crime demographic?
Non-existent.
There's no areas of like higher crime.
Not in core and Ogier. We usually handle things relatively quickly as they come up. We handle it.
Hey, look at the silence. How do you handle?
Well, I just humbled myself there a bit. Ugh. Is there anything you guys would like to do? Again, you guys have several hours to work with.
I want to go and find a person who can kill.
Why'd I ask
You have immunity to cold damage, right?
You're talking about that right there?
Yeah.
That's a stain. It's not...
No, that's a bug.
Jesus.
See?
Stain.
It was literally about
Now it's over there.
Are you being dead?
Yes.
Where the fuck did it go?
It's right there.
Flew away.
Behind you.
Behind me?
Up there,
It's
dumbass.
stealthing now? That's another stain.
That's the same fucking bug.
Did you not see it moving?
Now.
Noah's perception is -4. Dude, I saw that shit schmoving long before you did.
But you did see.
Alright, asshole, you're gonna go in the hallway now? I can't fucking kill you there.
Anyhow.
To find a person to die. I can put love on the misery.
So you,
And then send their eternal soul, thus continuing their misery for all eternity and not putting up with misery.
Yes.
I don't think that's how the Wizard of Oz goes, but I'm sure.
So the Wizard of Oz, fun fact, is just straight up a D&D campaign.
I mean, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally a bunch of bards sent on a quest to get back home, requesting a wizard to use a wish spell, but the wizard is actually just an artificer in disguise.
And a massive
Not
troll.
just plain shift. That she's just trying to get.
Either way, it's a wizard.
Yeah.
That's just disguise. That's an artificer in disguise.
The witch was the real hero.
Well, he's just a liar.
Yeah, he's an artificer who's spec'd into deception.
I don't know about artificer because artificers actually do magic.
No, artificers build machines and also do some magic.
They build magic.
Yes, he built a hot air balloon.
That's not canon.
What?
That's not canon.
That what do you mean that's not canon? That's literally in the fucking book.
Like the original book?
Yeah. The hot air balloon.
Hello.
That is a little bit cap.
Pretty sure the hot air balloon's in the original Wizard of Oz.
If you're wondering, you can.
Sussing that.
Sorry, I needed my Comfort Collector's Edition of Fireball.
Hmm.
Please.
You have a whole ass other bottle.
It's empty.
That was 2 days ago.
This bottle's empty. That's what I meant, not that bottle. I'm finishing that bottle tonight. Come on. What am I, crazy?
Yes. So, Ethan, if there's anything else you want to talk to Alpha Red about, you're more than welcome. He's basically, some of what's been said so far, the king was not surprised by Ebor's announcement that the world was going to end in 60 days. Unclear as to why. Also, Alpha Red highly discouraged lying, because if you lie and Mage's Blood finds out, he is likely to never work with you.
Ah.
So in other words, let me do the talking, because he won't find out.
Apparently, Silver also has a 16 deception, which makes you think she's an Asian of Ebor, but
What? She was 16.
she's an Asian of Ebor.
Uh,
She's been like doing
I don't-
entire time.
I don't have anything.
She
I'm
has a
sorry.
story.
I don't have anything. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
So,
week is really taken out of me.
Zill wants to go and leave and find someone to hunt. You basically go out. No one really stops you. You go out. There's no one who I would describe as an easy mark for you. Yeah,
Nobody's just like perishing from the cold.
definitely not. Most people, so you don't really see anyone outside, actually. Again, it's a significant blizzard. So despite your cold immunity allowing you to practically breeze through this, yeah, very comforting to fall asleep in. It's kind of why I wish like cold immunity was actually a thing, because like I wish I could put an item on with cold immunity and just straight up sleep in the snow, because that sounds very comfortable. Huh? Yeah. Well, that's
Don't
not quite the same.
you sleep in? Isn't sleeping in the snow actually warm if you dig into it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. If you know what you're doing, you can sleep incredibly comfortably in the snow with not much additional insulation. The trick is knowing how to properly dig yourself a little foxhole.
Foxhole? Haha, funny joke.
The fuck are you talking about, funny joke? That's the formal name given to 2 or 3 different kinds of field fortification.
No, it's being an asshole. Please.
Just send them links that have tiny URLs to of like some fur affinity shit. That'll get back at them.
And why would I waste the good, interesting furry art on Noah? He's kind of a Philistine.
What the fuck does it even mean? I need to look.
Apparently, you do.
Ergo, the prime example of being a Philistine, not knowing what a Philistine is.
I don't know what a Philistine is either.
Thoroughly
Different
uncultured,
and
decidedly
culture and ours
uncouth.
and has no understanding of them. True. Except my grandmother was an artist. Recipes. I mean, I have appreciation for video game art. That's something.
Having someone in your family who is good at art or had an appreciation of art does not.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I'm
It's-
artistically and musically impaired, so the second I touch a crayon, my body explodes. The crayon also explodes.
Ah, we found his weakness, everybody.
I have. What's interesting is I sort of trained myself to have minor synesthesia, or minor levels of synesthesia, which was
You mean synesthesia?
huh?
You mean synesthesia?
You mean anesthesia?
Are you talking about where you can like hear color?
Synesthesia. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Synesthesia.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of trained myself to have it to some extent. I was mixing up Synthesia, which is the music app, with synesthesia.
Know that.
Yeah, it's a piano app. Yeah. But I kind of trained myself to do it because a friend of mine actually has it. Trey actually has synesthesia.
So what does the color red smell like to you?
No, it's
Fireball.
music. It's
I don't know. I didn't even take a second of the day.
it's music actually.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So like I can hear some colors.
Okay. What does red sound like?
Red is very loud, very fast tempo. Usually a lot of
So, like
horns.
EDM concert.
Usually a lot of horns.
Oh, yeah, I can see why.
Purple and blue tend to be purple and blue tend to be a lot of xylophone and string instruments and some piano. It's rather fun. What are you guys laughing about?
Nothing. I don't know.
It's not in the primary Discord, so it's obviously a private chat of some sorts.
No, not between us. I just saw
No,
something in the-
there's nothing going on. I decided to start being a good player and get off Twitter. That's all that
Jeff, you're
matters.
to be thrown into the difficulty above and side, which I forget what it's called.
I don't even know what you're on about here.
Oh.
Dude, what?
What the fuck are you looking at?
And Stellaris, yeah.
I'm making
And then
fucking
you-
drawings on the
I have
roll 20. What do you want from me?
No, you fucking weren't. You were in a fucking Google Doc.
No, I was making fucking drawings.
You were definitely in a fucking Google Doc. Sarah, what the fuck's going on?
Sarah literally has a Google Doc of notes,
Yeah.
What the
like
fuck?
campaign notes.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was sharing my fucking stupid ass campaign notes here. I'll post them in the chat.
I am actually interested because I've never seen these.
Those are
Uh, There's some fucking funny bullshit in there, so I wanted to share some of my memes with Noah to make him laugh.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, fucking there's something more.
I forgot about Telos. Holy shit.
I didn't.
Talos?
Telos.
That was Stormcrown.
Bad plan news. The material plane should be one plane, but stink. We have multiple. Oh my god, I love
You have
that.
18 pages of notes. What the fuck?
Oh, stinky.
It's not.
Lich is misspelled.
Okay, but are we gonna
No.
talk about how Noah's notes literally say when he got Lich a lore dump was typically a phylactery is in an angle, but not really omega.
Core damn blood hunters family won't leave. Mom Sigourney Weaver?
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver.
Jesus. Fuck, have you watched
Pile
Alien
drivers
recently?
consenting to getting modified. I'm gonna disenchant that fucking sword.
Dyslexia. Fuck you guys.
Camp Half-Blood type shit.
Oh, my pen skip is bad.
Don't love the above.
These are my personal notes, so I never bothered to spell correct it for normies who can't read Sarah.
No, like I have dyslexia. Like
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Noah's notes are unreadable to humans, only Noah's lizard brain.
I found a black dragonborn. Why does this person know everyone? Wants to help us. Bahama is looking into outer planes. Things are Oh, right, yeah.
When did we meet a black dragonborn?
Maxima.
Oh my god, the blue highlight.
Robo-Man notes.
Oh my god. Magical hot air balloon. Hey, Bitopia's just the fucking Wizard of Oz. One place is fucking Kansas and the other is the Kingdom of Oz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but these are my scuffed notes.
I love it.
Oh, this is
the font colors and shading is inconsistent as hell.
I've noticed.
I still have that
What's
chunk of
happening,
mithril.
What happened to yours
Mhm.
happened in mine too.
Oh, so the tip's broken or what?
Well, part of it broke off. You can still kind of use it, but it's not going to be as good. I bought this replacement. It's like Renacer or something.
Tip replacement or something?
You could. I would just find it quite honestly. There's no buttons on it.
Giant mechanical dragon, that's why Andromeda left. Chen is not here. North wanted to make them turn the tide. Yep. Mm-hmm.
REN.
Sarah, I love that your note is the last note for File Driver is has a face, just has a helmet on top.
Yep.
Yep.
You 7,000 reparations into various what?
I don't fucking know. Where? What line? What page?
Page 11. After 4 ounces of liquid equals 1 vial.
Oh. That's Zill pays $7,000 of reparations for various people who have been affected by the incident.
Ah, right.
Oh, I already paid that.
Yeah, you already paid that.
You paid reparations?
Yeah.
That's why I broke.
You charge Zill.
Holy shit, that highlighting
Right?
on page 18.
Yeah.
I cannot read that.
That's the brand. I'm not sure if that's the exact model, but I know it's that Renacer brand.
Okay. Anyway, so Zill, there's no one immediately obvious that you can target. Coronogir is the capital city, and it is freezing cold. If you aren't meant to be here, typically you don't want to be here.
Fine. I still just want to milk.
That being said, you might be able to find someone, but it won't be an easy soul gathering.
I'm not thinking it might. It's scary. Although I could. I did get a new magic item. I need to test it out. No, it's fine. I won't. No, it's an after we don't.
Your call.
Oh, it'll be fine. I'm just gonna mill about.
You're gonna mill about.
I'm gonna mill about.
You walk in the snow for a while. Nothing really happens. You do take notice of something you haven't really paid attention to in quite some time. Is the absolute absurd number of dragons flying about. The loud flapping of wings. It hasn't been as prevalent down south, especially since the alliance between Ignace and the Kingdom of the Clouds.
Lots of dragons.
Lots of dragons.
Can I talk to a dragon?
You can try and shout for a dragon. Sure.
Well, and before that, then I will cast Levitate on myself at will. Many times. So I'm very high in the air now.
Okay.
Why?
Sure. You are now high up in the clouds.
Yes. The dragon's flying at the same elevation.
Is he able to breathe that high?
Yes.
Still,
Sure. Sure, there are dragons at this altitude this arbitrary altitude.
Hello. I say in Draconic.
A dragon flying really fast. You shout hello at it. Apparently, there was a rider on top of this one. But you say hello. It's looks like it's about to attack you, but is also like, well, you have some white dragon scales on you, so it's just like, who's this guy? So, no, but like it's you sort of like get the impression that it's about to either fly past you or attack you, but it sees you're wearing a lot of white dragon scales, especially around your head, so it doesn't immediately go after you, and it does seem to stop for a moment.
How's it going? How's it flying?
Did you halt me just for pleasantries?
I mean, yeah.
It immediately starts flying off.
Alright, that's it. Out. I called for another one.
What?
I called for another one.
You're waiting for another dragon?
Yeah. I'm not many, but you said there were many dragons.
There are tons of dragons.
Are they have riders on them?
Yeah, most of them have riders on them. Flying around. What?
This is the main method of transportation.
Dude, this has been the entire fucking campaign, remember?
We've never interacted with many flying peoples on dragons.
The armies of the four nations are mostly comprised of dragon riders. As a reminder.
This is
That's one contributing to this conversation.
So you're trying to stop another one?
Yes.
Okay. No.
No. No.
No.
Okay. I'll vote no.
Alright. I rolled a 1 on a percentile. It's just not happening.
Sage. Alright, I will enjoy my leisurely fall to the ground.
Holy copia.
Mm-hmm.
What?
My efforts entertain myself. I don't have.
What else?
So...
Trying to think. I'm gonna make a snowman.
You build a snowman. Alva, Silver, Power Driver, is there anything you'd like to do for the rest of the day?
Other than I don't know.
I don't know, maybe you'd like to see what Chartreuse is up to.
What is he doing? Sure. I'm just curious.
Yeah, of course he would check.
The jokes write themselves.
Uh,
So Alva goes
Is there-
over to Chartreuse's room.
can pile
I mean,
oh,
Does he
sorry,
leave
go ahead.
ever? Because I'm not going into his room if he just never leaves it.
1 second. What's that, Pile Driver?
I was going to say, is there a library or something? Pile driver can just read.
Not one you have access to.
Can I ask for access?
You can.
Who do I ask?
Alpha Red, most likely.
The uncle of Chartreuse?
Yes.
And the soon to be Uncle of Alva.
In-law.
Yay.
Mason, I want to somewhat apologize, but it is kind of
Fine.
funny.
It's fine.
It is kind of funny.
Alright, let Mason do his thing and then
Okay.
I'll.
So
and
you
then
knock
second.
on Chartreuse's door.
No, I literally said I would only bother if he was actually leaving his room and doing something.
He has not left his room yet.
Okay.
Make sure no one
That's
catches
good
you
enough for
sneaking
me.
into his room. Yeah.
He's probably just.
Wouldn't want any rumors to spread.
You don't want to check on him?
Popping his bologna.
Okay.
Slapping his salami.
Oh,
Perhaps
please.
pulling the pepperoni. Alright, would it make sense for Silver's character to try and see if she can send a letter to her family or no?
It very much would.
Could she try and do that?
She could, and she will, and I will not describe what is written.
Gotcha.
So Silver spends the rest of the day writing a letter to her family. Did I level her up appropriately?
She's 17 now.
She is.
Everyone
All
else.
right. Just making sure.
Doesn't know how to level.
Huh?
Sorry. Or yeah, it's
Silver's
pretty
how old?
aggravating. She's
She's level 17.
17, but a child.
Okay.
How the fuck?
She's a level 17 sidekick. She doesn't have like player levels.
They're basically half levels, so for your perspective, she's basically level 8.
I mean, still, a child at level 8?
Holy fuck, new backstory. If my backup character for core is Silver, everyone would be so mad.
I will not allow it
Okay,
for reasons.
okay. She's secretly an agent of evil. We know because she has a 16 deception.
Anyhow. So Alva doesn't want to check on Chartreuse.
They're going through a bit of a tiff.
Dominic.
Yeah, you can say that. No.
Dominic has concluded, I assume, with his shenanigans and eventually made his way back. And then
Hey, me over here.
yes. Is there anything you you're still in the same room with Alvarez, so you're welcome to ask him.
Did he tell? All right, above board. Did he tell us how to address him? Just because I don't
Lord
know if
Ethelheim
there's
will
like a
suffice.
what?
Lord Ethelheim will suffice.
That's what I needed to know. Lord Ethelheim, I have a request or a question, but it can be a request if required. Is there a place of learning that I can go to, or a library of sorts, where I can, in this area, where I can expand my rather limited horizons? Being as we are in this nation that seems to be much more much more advanced than the one I was built in, I would like to push beyond what I was made for, which is war.
Alfred stares at you up and down for a moment, almost looking through you. And you don't like the way he's looking at you. And all of a sudden, that gaze disappears as he seems to recollect himself. Ah, I suppose there's the public library. But you would have to trot through the cold to make your way there. Of course, you're welcome to come and go as long as you let Attendants know.
Thank you,
you're
my
here.
lord.
You are my guest.
Thank you, my lord. Yeah. Above board, when he said attendance, does he mean his
Servants.
attendance or
His servants? Yes.
okay? So I have to tell them where I'm going and when I'm coming back, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Basically, he wants to make sure that there's still security around the mansion. And obviously, like, if you're not coming back with chartreuse next time, you may get fired upon. Unless you let people know, hey, I'm going here for this long.
Okay. And also, this is kind of neither here nor there, but one of the things he would like to learn about is the technology that they have here, because, well, it sounds to him like something akin to what it seems to him like, from what, would it seem like something akin to him from what little he's seen?
No, completely different type.
Yeah, fine, whatever, but it intrigues him nonetheless, but also he really does want to expand him, who he is uh, beyond, war and now a bit of religion. And this is entirely, in character, not looking for any, like,
No,
stat
I get
boost or
that.
whatever.
But at the same time, any sort of research is going to take downtime.
It's more not research, more like just reading books.
To get any significant information, it's gonna be research.
Okay, let me put it this way. You know when you just pick up a book and start reading just because it sounds interesting? That kind of thing. Even though the world's ending, they
I mean, sure, you could find general information, sure, I suppose, but it's not going to be anything specific, and there's not going to give you any. I'm not going to give you any core information right now.
I'm not asking for core information. It's
Then
like
sure,
you could literally be just reading about philosophy, trying to expand
yeah,
his
sure,
understanding.
you can go to the library.
That is because I can't think of anything else right now.
Okay, that's fine.
That would work for furthering the plot and furthering his character arc. Sounds like something I could do here.
That's fine. So
Do you
you
want
go
a hobby, Matthew?
What?
I said yes.
Pile
Jesus
driver
Christ!
wants a
You
hobby.
did. Oh, you did. You did. I forgot about that. I forgot that Sarah gave that Lily gave me 20 books related to the Northern War effort. However, those are in the back of holding room.
Gave them to you.
What?
I thought I had physically given them to you.
Yeah, but I don't have. But I thought I gave. Hold on.
They're in my
No.
inventory still, so that makes sense. But
I'm pretty sure that it's in the bag of holding that Helena has, because at the time we were in the middle of enemy, kind of like enemy territory ish, and we were fighting, and having it on my person didn't seem like a good idea at the time. But I think that's what happened. How long ago was that?
a while.
Also, don't you think it would be a little suspicious having like 20 books in a backpack?
No, they're just books. I mean, I have them in my inventory, so we can say that I still have them on my person. But that is something to keep in mind for the future.
It sounds good. I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna let the attendants know I'm going to the public library, and I'll be back in a few hours. Don't know exactly when.
Yep. All right. So you do that, and eventually come back. You all get a good night's rest eventually. And throughout the day, for most of the day, Lord Evelheim leaves. Presumably, he is not back until the next morning, where he tells you, I have arranged a meeting with King Mage's Blood. It's went faster than anticipated, but he is willing to meet with you today.
Oh, well, that's fantastic, dude.
Yes. Are all of you ready? Above board, are all of you ready to meet with King Mage's Blood?
You should probably bring a gift. Do you guys have a gift? Maybe not a charcuterie board. We learned they do not like those here.
Dude, what kind of gifts would he like?
Dragon's
Would you
Bane.
know?
I can get Dragon's Bane. It's good. That's expensive. Yummy. You guys have
Would that be acceptable
Every
Matt,
NPC's
to give him Dragon's Bane as a gift?
That's not a question for me.
Well, like, would we know?
Yeah, it's Dragon's
From,
Bane
like, what we've learned about
considered a good
etiquette.
gift.
This is year 5 of the campaign. I'm not hand-holding you guys. It's up to you guys if you think that's an acceptable gift.
You guys should ask the dude. Ask Alpharad.
Alfred, does King Mage's Blood drink?
Good question.
You bitch. I don't say
There's that fucking bug again. Get away my fucking oatmeal, that bitch!
Oh, pop off.
Now I need to actually take care of this.
Imagine putting your food away. Could it be Matthew? That's not any good more.
What is that thing?
It's a bug.
Yeah, but I can't tell what type.
Oh, I just paused my head out. That felt so good.
Alright. Anyway. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, it'll still work. It'll just be a little weird. Like, it'll just be a little bit, like, misaligned.
That's fine. Can I just use it?
No, I'm saying your
Okay.
thing will work.
I mean, what did damage the screen though?
No, it won't damage the screen. The screen will be fine.
Okay. I do not have the map for this ready for this week, but it will be ready next week.
Map?
Yes.
That's
We're having combat.
That's incredible stuff. So what? So
If you
we're
fuck
not
up
going
in
next
the
week, because we're
conversation,
going to the other party now.
What? What's wrong with me having a map? What's wrong with me having a map, dude?
It's just the
Nothing.
middle.
But that's we're gonna have combat.
I like having the combat map prepared in case.
Yeah,
Fight
exactly.
him in order to convince him to join our side.
Yo,
We're gonna have to
We don't have a tank.
Be a wild burger.
Oh right.
So
Watch the queen. It's the king's.
Why do you say? Wait,
I
I'm not
love
a
how
tank.
Chorus become
No, you are. A tank.
so first off,
They only have 200.
are you guys ready to go?
That.
Are you guys ready to go?
All right, just get a bottle of high quality drinks.
I have Dragon's Bane. Can I take it?
I
out
have a-
first?
I have a blue spinel.
You guys just had a long rest.
What? What was that yelling from Matthew?
Zill being an idiot. Okay. Are you guys ready to meet with King
actually,
Mage's
Can
Blood?
we have game plan discussion first? I need y'all
Okay.
to be on the same page.
All right, yeah. Let's have quick huddle.
Huddle. Okay.
Meanwhile, Alfred is just watching you just sort of huddle up.
We do the talking.
Zill. I swear,
However,
if you do another, I swear,
not
I
if
will
you do
also do the talking.
I'm not going to lie. But if I start saying stuff that you guys disagree with, please wait until after I start or stop talking so that we don't look like we're disorganized. Because if I start saying one thing and then all of you come in and you're like, well, it's going to look really bad for us. Also,
Look, all I'm saying is that there is the potential to fight Vezra and Elestina.
That.
I had the map prepared for Elestina. I just never needed to use it.
that makes sense. Also,
I
play
bold
to
you
our
to assume I
strengths.
remember who some of these people are.
Elestina is your queen.
Right? Damn it.
You should know that at least.
Ethan, he's tricky. The other thing is just some random hobo.
So
Don't really
abstain.
Look, I've been that name hasn't come up a lot, and for one, and
So-
also I am just really
That was right. Okay.
this
I'm not
this
cool,
week of classes just burnt me out, fried my brain a little bit. So
You're good, Ethan.
Alright. So, I can, however, describe it. Because I have the details all picked out.
Okay.
So, you guys are discussing, meanwhile, when did John Smith get here?
Okay, so who is all going to be going to the negotiations? So me, Zill,
All of you.
Piledriver, and Silver.
And Helena,
And Helena.
who is also here.
Yes.
Oh, I've been remembered. Cool.
Okay, so game plan.
Game plan.
So we're gonna basically say, okay, we've got the East and the West together, and we're trying to get you to stop fighting
This is
us,
something.
so that we can all
This is something
go
I
after the
want.
South and stop Igor from causing the world end.
This is something we need to stress. This meeting, we are not trying to end the war with this meeting. Because the king likes the war. Because he's making money off the war. So we need to not say that we're going to be ending the war. We just need to be saying that we're going to stop Igor from ending the world. Because if we say we're going to end the war, he's not going to want us.
Holy crap. Zill is smarter than Alva. Holy shit.
I know the way. He's more
Or
like,
attempt to
socially
convince
smarter.
him that ending the war will be
That's
more
not
profitable than continuing the war.
Or that, yeah.
So yeah,
that's a good point.
That's like not going to happen.
We shouldn't make the argument. We should not make the argument that, oh, peace is so great.
Yeah.
Because he, like, profits off the war.
Yeah.
So we'll just say we're going to stop Igor from destroying the world by temporarily all facing off the South and concentrating our resources against on the fight against them.
It would be more profitable to knock Igor out of the game.
But is that not a lie?
What?
No, it's not.
Well, it's not a lie. We're just not mentioning
it's lying
it.
by
we focus-
omission, and that's
we're
a
not
very thin.
We are
line.
not lying. We are just.
That is a
going to tell him
razor thin.
that we are.
Deception is not all lies.
Yeah, we are trying to stop
We're-
Igor. We are also trying to stop
You're
the war.
going
We
to-
need him to stop Igor.
We
not
are
Igor
offering
needs
to
him
stop
the
to help
war.
stop Igor. We're not offering to end the war. That doesn't mean we don't think the war is a bad thing. We're just not offering to end it.
Yeah.
I mean,
So there's no lie.
holy levels, Batman. How would it end a war when you get a level 20 character?
Oh. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, we got a cape.
I did not have time to draw all of this. But I will share what I have. Give me a moment. When you enter the throne room, We're skipping all the hustle and bustle of you guys walking through the halls and what have you. When you walk through the throne room, at the back, you see a giant stained glass image. This is on the left and right of the image, mirrored in either direction. This is the one that's on the left. It is mirrored on the right. In its center is a cavern. Almost looks like a giant iceberg. And in its center looks like a bunch of gears sort of stacked on top of each other with a pillar. And it's hard to say for certain what's coming out of it. But the stained glass seems to sort of mesh into the throne that King Odolin, a rather tall-looking, for sitting anyway,
He's sitting in the cave?
he is sitting in his throne.
Oh, so no, you're not talking about the windows anymore.
No, not talking about the windows anymore. It sort of melds into the throne, which he is sitting on. It looks like a very bulky throne. Off to his back left appears to be a female elf of similar age, who seems to be sort of mind your own business, sort of looking off elsewhere, not really preoccupied, but just not really paying attention. As you saunter through, the layout of the room is such. It's essentially a 300-foot long room. Very big. There's room for an entire court to be present if need be. There's clear sectioned off areas where the King's Court would be present to listen to an important meeting. But the throne room is basically empty. As you enter in, it's basically three sets of pillars as you move forward, and then past them are those section off areas. Before it comes to a stairway to the throne itself. Sitting behind the throne and underneath the glass is a dragon whose size is only comparable to Orinth and Barantor's. White in scale color. The pillars themselves appear to have a lot of ear-like designs. But what's interesting is the gears appear to be snowflake shaped, and they seem to be sort of locking into one another, and they seem to be moving as you peer at them more and more, almost like the pillars themselves are functional in some sort of way. But whatever they do appears to be not important. It, as far as you can tell, is just architecture for the sake of looking pretty. It's just sort of, and you hear a constant ticking sound as the gears on the bottom and the top of the pillar just sort of tick away.
I'm filing for copyright infringement.
On what grounds?
Yeah, the gear theme's my thing, dude. Wait, but it's Snowflake, so it's fine.
Yeah, also, gears are not a copyrightable thing. They are a
I'll copyright it.
Yeah.
You can't.
I will.
Josh, you can have it all.
Let's go.
Anyway. Let's see here. The king himself seems to be surrounded by a cloud of permafrost. Seemingly, and as you watch the dragon breathe out, the frost seems to be originating from the dragon's breath. Not as if it's even trying to do this, but the room is so cold and the dragon's just sort of comfortable just doing what it needs to do to just sort of be. The frost is just sort of permeating out through the room. All of you, even those with cold resistance, feel a bit of a chill run down your back. Zil, with immunity, even you feel it a little bit, but it's obviously less so than those with resistance. King Mage's Blood sits on his throne, tapping away. The throne itself seems mechanical in some way, where it may serve some function. Maybe there are certain aspects of technology to it that you guys wouldn't understand just by virtue of not being from the north. Maybe there's communications devices built in, something, but you do notice some glowing parts, sort of where his hands are set. Whatever that does, you cannot be certain. Introducing, and then you are welcomed in by someone who calls out, "Introducing the Platinum Order." What are your names?
Zill. Alpha 657, but people call me Power Driver.
Helena. So Zil, and do you have a last name?
No.
And Helena, do you have a last name?
Blood Raven.
Blood Raven. And
Silver?
no last name?
I don't know. What would Silver say?
No.
No.
Okay. The Platinum Order, Alva Hampton, Zill, Helena Bloodraven, Silver, and Alpha 657. And he sort of gestures you forward.
I will walk forward.
Also,
I will follow.
So we're in the throne room now.
You're in the throne room. Standing at attention near the king appear to be two very ornamentally dressed guards. There appear to be a couple of guards sort of standing by, as need be, who are less decorated. These guys look serious. One of them, rather than a blade, appears to be holding, it appears to have something strapped to his back. You cannot see what this is.
when we stop walking the 300 feet, I will take a knee and bow.
Okay.
I will also observe protocol when meeting with royals.
I will curtsy when
Okay.
I am close enough.
Okay. You may rise. My ear insisted you required an urgent meeting.
Yes.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Here, Jeff, can you plug this in real quick?
I could just picture Alvin just be like, "Oh, good thing you bought rubber. Hey, can I plug this socket into you real fast?"
Wait, what did you say?
Nothing.
Sassy. Please.
I'm just picturing like real life interactions happening in setting. That's funny to me.
Alright, I was gonna say... yes, King Odalin. And we seek an audience.
We already have the audience. Sorry,
It is about Ego, as I'm sure you know. He has threatened to end the world in just 53 days.